Hi guys, this is Leah West. I'm here to sing for you today. I thought I'd start out with one of my original songs. This is a song I wrote about, I think in 2007 or 2008. So it's one of my older songs. It was on my first album. And I thought it'd be appropriate for tonight's show. This is called I'm Not Invincible. I'll get it started here. I hope you like it. It's about trying to find the strength inside of you. I am strong inside, stronger than I let on, but I am just as fragile when everybody's gone, and even Superman needs a little help now and again. And I'm not made of steel, I am flesh and blood, and these feelings are real. I love to laugh, but sometimes I cry. It'd be nice to have somebody there I could rely on. I've come pretty far on my own, but being alone. Yeah, I can take a lot, but I'm not invincible. When I'm walking down the street alone, I keep my hands in my pockets, but I love a hand to hold. When they've shattered my pride, who'll have the courage to stand by my side? I love to laugh, but sometimes I cry. It'd be nice to have somebody there I could rely on. I've come pretty far on my own, but being alone. Yeah, I can take a lot, but I'm not invincible. Sticks and stones have broken my bones, but I'm a fast healer, and it's made my soul deeper. I am affable and lovable, a little bit whimsical. Sometimes I'm wonderful, 'cause life can be delightful. Unpredictable, unmistakable, I am irreplaceable, incomparable, so colorful and magical. And every once in a while, I think I'm beautiful. And everything is possible, but I'm not. No, I'm not invincible. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm just wanted to say I'm so honored to be a part of this sort of online event tonight. It's a wonderful cause. It supports so many charities that support women and girls who in so many parts of the world are marginalized, even here in our first world country. I'm singing to you from here in Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada, and I was invited to sing today by Kevin and Linda Edgecombe. Thank you so much for inviting me. And thank you to everyone who's participating in the event tonight. Thank you for your generous donations. Thank you for being part of the silent auction, and then for just being part of the event tonight. So it's a real honor for me. I'll be back a little bit later and sing more songs for you. And thank you again. I'm Leah West, and we'll talk soon. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the speakers and people on the event tonight. Thank you for having me.
Hello, Canada, or is it Canadia, whatever. Hey, some people know me as the Donald, and some people know me as the Crack of Dawn. But anyways, my fellow U.S. citizens, welcome, and other illegal immigrants from across the world are on this call right now. Apparently, it looks like I may have a bit of time on my hands, and because I am the best presidential golfer ever, I mean, it's huge how great a golfer I am in the world, exceptionally, actually. I was actually attracted to their event, the Wine&Pie, and I have the best wine ever squeezed out of a grape. Trump wine, that is. And Melania, well, she makes great pies. Well, that's a version of the truth. And because I still have access to Air Force One, I jumped on board this morning and made my way here to Kelowna, Okanagan. Yes, I did a quick 9 holes out at Sunset Ranch, beautiful golf course. And I swear I lost both my balls. I can't find them. I don't know where they went. I hear we have guests from across the planet: Phoenix, Oregon, Europe, Nepal, and Australia. Now isn't Nepal's in Florida? I think that's close to Mar-a-Lago. Or is that Naples? Whatever. Well, that's what Epstein told me once. Well, maybe twice. Melania sends her well wishes for the fundraiser. She told me she's very busy right now packing. I'm not sure what for, but I'm sure it's huge. Huge. I mean, huge. Now, I'm kind of upset you Canadians didn't buy and serve my Trump wine because it's the best wine out there. Many people have told me how great it is. Well, not to my face, but on Twitter. And here's what I want to say. You people watching this tonight, I want you to open your wallets. Open them. Spread them like an eagle. And start paying some money down, like I do. You may be wondering where the hell is Kevin and Linda. Well, like me, they're running behind. So sit tight and watch this video.
Hi there, my name is Kevin Edgecombe from Edgecombe Builders and Live Edge Okanagan Builders. I'm also the president of Her International. 2004, Linda and I had just purchased an acreage, and we decided to host an event called Wine&Pie. And it was a first time we'd invited a bunch of friends over to our home to celebrate the fall and the wine industry, and just have a great time with friends. So we invited a bunch of people, and we had a pie contest, and that was where the whole Wine&Pie concept began. So in 2009, Linda and I traveled to Nepal, and we saw firsthand the need to raise money for girls and women in Nepal. We needed to find a way to help inspire young girls to stay in school. And Classrooms for a Cause was one way to do that. It ended up being a fabulous fundraiser where we would bring a group of volunteers over to Nepal. They would roll up their sleeves and help out building a classroom. What that did, though, was really educate people from Canada about the needs that are happening in Nepal. Many families can't afford to send their child to school. And if they can only afford to send one of their kids to school, it's often the boy that got to go to school. So our mandate was to try to make sure that every young girl had a chance to go to school. We've put many girls through school now, and some of our early students have now graduated, and they are leaders in their community, and they're very well respected amongst their peers, which is really cool to see. We encourage you to pick a piece of the planet. No matter what you choose to do, there is many needs, and your donations and your philanthropic time or dollars has so many places to go. We understand that, but we just encourage you to pick a piece of the planet. Linda and I have happened to choose Nepal. It resonated with us. We love the people there, and we just feel a bond with that country. But pick anywhere you want. There's needs, and we just encourage you to do that. We believe wholeheartedly that education is a very, very important and a right for everyone on the planet, frankly. Unfortunately, many girls don't get a chance to go to school. And of the illiterate people on the planet, 66% of those are female. That's just not right. The volunteer trips that we have had have truly been life-changing. I can't even describe what it means to me to go and work alongside people there. I've built many, many projects in Canada, obviously. I'm a builder. But probably some of my most special builds have been in Nepal. It seems funny, but it is an incredible place to build a building. So my Facebook tagline is work hard, play hard, quote, usually in Nepal. And that's something that I've often thought of as an interesting part of why I love Nepal so much. Linda and I live big lives. We definitely are busy people. We've always tried to have fun, but we work hard at the same time. And when we got heavily involved with this charity, it became more obvious that the special time or the free time that we have is often spent working with Nepalese people while we're there. So building classrooms over there is a ton of work. It is exhausting. There's many hours. It's hot. It's dirty. There's not a lot of equipment. You're shoveling. You're hauling concrete with a gunny sack instead of a pump truck. There's very significant differences in the way that we build things in Nepal. And man, it's a ton of work, but my God, is it rewarding. So I've told you about the history of our involvement with the charity, and I've told you a little bit about Nepal. I think it's time to go to the golf course and have some fun. So here's what you can expect this year at Wine&Pie. It's normally 9 Wine&Pie, but this year it's Wine&Pie for obvious reasons. COVID is not allowing us to gather at the golf course, but you can gather in the comfort of your own home with a few friends. So it's the same fun event, but with less 9 and more online. This event will be live streamed to Facebook and our website.
Thanks, Kevin. Hi, I'm Jeff Richard from Sunset Ranch Golf Course. For the last 8 years, we've been the host venue for the 9 Wine&Pie. Unfortunately, with COVID, we're going virtual this year. We look forward to seeing everyone back here next year.
Nice try, Kevin. Hi everybody, the View Winery is so excited to be part of Wine&Pie again this year. Our family-owned winery is the official wine sponsor. So I hope you enjoy our Silver Lining White and Silver Lining Red with your meal. Thank you so much for your support. Cheers!
We encourage you to share #DineForHer. #DineForHer is our line for this year. We want you to be part of that, and please share that hashtag with your friends.
Hey Kev, we're so happy that you're still putting this event on even through this pandemic, and we are very proud to be a sponsor of this event. It means a lot to us. Thank you very much. We look forward to it. Cheers.
Thanks, Kevin. We're happy to help. We'll see you there.
Thanks, Kevin. Happy to support the event.
Thank you. See you there, Kevin.
Hi, I'm Paul Doucette from Sawmill Banquet and Catering Services. Get a great meal, enjoy some fabulous wine, and support a great cause with House Edmonton. Order your meal today and have a fabulous evening.
Thanks, Kevin. We're happy to help. We'll see you there.
There will be an online silent auction. There will be a live auction. You're going to hear from Leah West, who is an incredible singer. You're going to hear from Michelle Bonneau, the founder of our charity. You're going to hear from Hugh Culver, who's traveled with us as a volunteer on a couple of occasions, and he is an incredible keynote speaker. And he shares a great perspective on what it is like to be giving in this time. You're going to hear from Dinesh Raj Sapkota, who is a country director for us. He works for Creating Possibilities Nepal, and he runs the show over there in Nepal for us and has done an incredible job for many years.
Kate Phelps and Tamara McClellan, co-executive directors of Her International.
Linda and I are going to be your MCs for the evening, and we hope we're going to have a ton of fun with you as we we tell you a little bit more about the charity, what we're doing in Canada and in Nepal to support girls and women.
Wine and Pie. Yes! Oh man, we're going live. I gotta go.
Hey!
Hey!
Well, thanks, the Don.
Thanks, Donald.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, welcome, friends. We're live. We're live. I hope you all can see us. You all are getting your food, your wine,
Your beverage.
your piece of pie.
Yeah.
Told, and we hope your day was a little less busy than ours. But
I like to say, welcome to the 9 Wine and Pie, or the Pie and Dine studio, aka our living room.
yes, yes, yeah. Truly, a sincere welcome to all our friends, our family,
Yep.
our colleagues, all the people who have supported our little charity called Her International for many years. And all the friends of anybody else who invited you here. So thank you.
And truthfully, there are, because Mr. Trump actually spoke to it, there are truly people from across the planet watching this right now. So it's pretty wild to think about that.
And as my good friend Joe Biden says, just stay calm. Stay calm. If your meal is wrong, stay calm.
Yeah.
Okay?
Just eat it.
Just eat it.
If you got any bad feedback, make it vague.
Let's remember this is a charity event and be kind.
Hey, I'm speaking. I'm drinking out of my Wine and Pie.
Oh, very nice. I want one of those. I think Josie could probably find us one of those in the cupboard for me. Anyway, we're very happy to have you all here, and we're going to get going with the program. And I'm going to start with telling you that we are very grateful to be living and working on the unceded territory of the Silex people. Thank you.
Yeah.
And we are going to start with a little bit of formality where we're singing the national anthem.
Can you imagine the Edgecombe starting with formality?
The national anthem is coming to you live from Edmonton from the illustrious Robert Clark, the singer from the best hockey team in Canada, the Edmonton Oilers.
Hello, in the whole league.
He's going to join us with the national anthem. So let's rise up, stand up, and join me in welcoming Robert Clark with the Canadian national anthem. Hello, Robert. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. Everybody, we're very happy to have Robert Clark, the illustrious singer from the best hockey team in Canada, the Edmonton Oilers. He's going to join us singing the national anthem. Please take it away whenever you're ready, Robert.
Right on. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand stand on guard for thee.
Woo, woo, woo. Go Oil, go!
Oilers, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Robert. I really appreciate that. Have a great evening.
You as well. My pleasure.
Thank you.
Yes!
Well done.
Go Oilers.
All right. So from the best little hockey club in Canada to the best little town in Western Nepal, I'd like to bring to you live the kids singing the Nepali national anthem. Some special kids. There's two kids on the left that some of you may recognize, Jaypal and Sushma, the older siblings of baby Unico.
They look great. Look at that stash.
Well done.
Awesome. Well, I mean,
that was incredible. Seeing those kids, it just brings back so many memories. Incredible.
Yeah, they're so sweet. Now everybody knows Nine Wine and Pie. We've been doing this for how many years? Oh God, many. You know, first it was informal, then we got a little more formal, and then you started dropping bottles of scotch, and we did scotch, whatever, holes and the whatever. I mean, so many years, and everybody says, and even in all this marketing we did for this event, oh, the Kevin and Linda present. But truthfully, Kevin does all the work for this. Literally, the only thing I do is, I'm sitting here. I've got a couple of Vanna White moments this evening where I will stroke Kevin's back. He'll do all, because it's all of his contacts. It's really Kevin Edgecombe's event. And I also, very important job, make the Jell-O shooters.
Yes,
which
you
we'll
do.
Enjoy
you do. We'll enjoy those soon. But that isn't true. It takes a ton of people to put this together. And this year, particularly so with this event.
We should call this the Kevin and BK.
The Kevin and BK show to this year. Yeah, absolutely. Amongst other people. So, this charity has been going on a long time. Her International has been around a while. This golf tournament called Nine Wine and Pie has not happened for as many years as this charity's been around, but it's been a while. And we've certainly enjoyed putting on a golf tournament. I think I could pull that golf tournament off with my eyes closed at this time, but unfortunately that couldn't happen this year due to COVID. So we had to try something different, and we are way out of our element. So, as I said, stay calm. If we mess up a little bit tonight, don't fret. We're not going to be polished. It is what it is. But I'll tell you, very excited to not only support Her International, but also bring it a little bit closer to home. COVID has made all of us focus inward a little bit, and it's a bit of a different time for all of us. So this year we're supporting two other charities that we are very happy to support. And one is the Kelowna Friendship Society, and the other is House Edmonton. Again, two charities who support women and girls and women and children, and we believe very strongly in that aspect of giving. So thank you for being here, and thanks for joining us on this evening, and hope you can spend a couple hours and have some fun.
All right, so even though we didn't golf, before we're sitting here, having a burger and enjoying the night and a few sheets into the wind with some Fireball, we are dividing the entire program this evening for the next couple of hours into 9 holes. And we are big on traditions, and in fact, you can't even be in our circle of our bubble of people unless you love traditions too. And the tradition, like I mentioned earlier, is that when you come up to the registration desk at Nine Wine and Pie, you can buy your mulligans and you can whatever, but you also get, and I need Vanna White and can
we have Vanna White with that green shooter?
And everybody who's in the room, which is our producers and our sound and lighting young people, come up to here.
Come on around.
Come on around. Now,
Come on over.
Where did they go? Oh, you've got them.
Those of you who have been to our event have probably seen something like this.
Yes, here we go. Everybody needs to come in.
Introduce nephew Lyndon, daughter Josie, cameraman Yvonne, and the brains behind all of this right behind me. There's Yvonne.
The brains and the beauty.
The brains and the beauty.
Karen,
who has put this whole thing on. So
now, let's see how.
I hope that you have a little tequila. Join us, and you can't be graceful doing this. It's just not possible. So don't even try to pretend. So I'm gonna just do it.
Oh, Linda.
It's tough to do.
It's a 50-50.
You gotta stick your tongue in there and rim it out.
Oh my God.
That's a lot of tequila.
Oh wow.
Oh my God.
It's a 50-50.
I don't think.
50-50.
I do not think that was 100% agave.
No, it was not. In fact, I cheaped out. I got the cheapest bottle of tequila up at McCullough.
Okay,
We
well.
got lots more.
Okay, well, we're not having another one right now.
We'll put a couple right here.
50% of the time, 100%
Okay.
of the time.
Okay. No, we're good.
I'll have one more, another one, and that's it.
Cheers.
All right. Thank you,
guys.
Thank you, support team.
Support team.
All right. So.
I appreciate you more than you know.
So. We are going to walk through a few live auction items that are going to be happening. And the way this is going to work is we have 9 holes of golf. We have 8 live auction prizes. So in holes 1 through 8, we're going to have a live auction prize. And we're going to run you through those right now. If you have a look on the screen, you're going to see some pretty cool things. I'm not going to necessarily run through each because you will see it, but basically we have a very cool camping kit with a whole bunch of cool manly type of gadgets that come in there. There might even be a couple bottles of wine in that box. And Captain Bo Horvat's autographed signature, which happens to be one of 320 autographed pictures that he has out on the market. So that's kind of cool.
Remember, this is a fundraiser.
And yes, and that's a value of $1,000. That'll be coming to you soon. We have a really cool gift from Home Hardware where it's a Traeger pellet stove with heated Kuma chairs and a fleece blanket.
And you're not a barbecuer unless you have a Traeger.
And we're going to supplement that a little bit. We'll tell you about that in a little while. There's a few extra little things with that. We have a bar fridge from Coast Wholesale, and thank you very much, Rob Sidden, for all you continue to do with this charity. You've always supported us just like Home Hardware has, and you're amazing. This is a beautiful fridge. It's coming up in about the 3rd hole. The 4th hole is going to have something really cool. Tires for Good by Cal Tire. There's a $1,750 set of tires that Kevin McCarty from Cal Tire, Tires for Good program.
Thanks, Kevin.
Really cool. This is a great prize, and it comes with a bunch of other unique things as well we'll tell you about when we get to that auction item. That's on hole 4. Hole number 5 has a wonderful prize from Valley Plumbing and Heating and Danny Cooper from Sip and Anchor Wine Tours. So that's going to be incredible as well. We'll tell you more about that soon. We have our one and only reserve auction bid is an Alex Fong original. It's a beautiful painting. Donated.
Our very own Alex Fong.
Our very own. Yeah, absolutely. You'll learn more about that soon, but if you haven't already, you might want to get ready for the live auction where you get your account set up. Another item which is really cool, maybe one of the cooler ones, is a $500 GC from Brad Borley at Hub International. Thank you, Brad, for that. An amazing Coach purse.
For Sparkling Hills, did you say that?
Yeah, it's Sparkling Hills, yeah. An amazing Coach purse from CanScribe. Colleen Chapman has always supported us, and again, she did. A beautiful basket that Norelco Cabinets put together with some wine and charcuterie, and an amazing piece of art from Francine Walker. Again, Francine
Beautiful
Walker
jewelry.
continually supports this charity, and we're
Gentlemen, invest in your future.
And last but not least, we have a wonderful 3-night ski and stay where you will receive 4-day passes for 2 days, plus 3 nights accommodation at the Sutton Place Inn on Revelstoke Mountain Resort. Ski in, ski out. So we are pretty excited about those live auction items. And we're gonna
go to the first one.
No, we're not quite yet.
Oh,
we are going to talk about how the bidding is going to open.
Oh, sorry.
And we're going to obviously hope that you register to be a bidder on this thing. That's the case for both silent and live.
We understand that a lot of our friends are, let's call it, middle-aged. And technology for them and you is maybe a little bit and so we just want to take the time. We're going to show you a little tutorial how to get online so you can raise your paddle and invest in your future.
I don't think that's quite yet.
Oh, I thought
but
it was.
It's coming soon.
Video tutorial.
Not quite yet.
Oh.
No. That's not coming.
How to bid on a live auction item at Wine&Pie.
Oh, it is coming. Look at that.
The first thing you'll need to do is open your internet browser on your mobile device. Enter the following link. You'll be taken to the live giving portal. From here, you'll need to put an entry code to access the live giving portal. Your entry code is exclusive to Wine&Pie. Next, you'll need to create an account. We recommend that you create your account before November 6th in order to make bidding during the live event seamless as possible. To create an account, click the login button in the top right-hand corner of your live giving portal. Next, you have to enter an email address. Choose your primary email address so you don't miss any communications. Next, you'll have to enter your first and last name. This is the information that will appear when you're placing your bids live during Wine&Pie. Lastly, you'll need to create a password. Don't lose it. You'll need to log into your live giving portal the day of the event to place a bid during the live auction. So write that password down. Once you've created an account, you'll be able to access the live auction as well as the silent auction. From your live giving portal, you can also make a donation directly to the fundraiser, and you can view our items for sale, such as legacy bricks. Also, here is your cart to check out at the end of your experience. You can also enter your credit card for faster checkout. All of this information is 100% secure. It's why we suggest that you don't lose your password. The day of the event, you'll know we're ready to start the live auction because this button will go from red to green. Click Live Giving once we've started our live auction, and you'll be able to place a bid on items. You can make a custom offer, or you can select one of the suggested bids. Winners will be announced in real time. Good luck!
Hey, so we're going live with auction number 1, and this is brought to you by the Canucks hockey team, the signed picture of Bo Horvat, and also Horizon Electric. Thank you very much, Troy Pasitny and Jerry Pasitny, who has supported us many times before. We have a pretty cool prize. We've got this signed image. There it is. Vanna's got it. And we got some other stuff, starting with a couple bottles of wine. Look at that. There's row 13.
Who doesn't love row 13?
That's pretty cool. What else we got in there? We got a
That's
really
as masculine as it gets, right
Klein cups. That's pretty cool.
Okay, what does that do?
Ooh, that's a speaker.
Oh.
That's a speaker. Look at that, baby. That's a speaker.
That
Klein
says
tools.
testosterone to me. This says, how do I go to the bathroom with the flashlight?
Yeah, that's a very nice flashlight. You can probably drive over this with a Hummer, I'm thinking.
That says get back.
Yeah, we got a great big knife, and we've got another cup and another bottle of wine, and we got this amazing cooler, which apparently holds a lot of booze. It's pretty incredible.
Or food.
So we're gonna have this auction item open for about the next, what do you think, BK? About the next 15 minutes or so?
Okay.
So if you haven't downloaded your login and signed up to bid, please do that now. That would be awesome. All right, so we want to take some time to thank a few people, and certainly our food partners are a big part of that. So here in Kelowna, thank you very much to Relvas Catering. Really appreciate what you've done, and certainly Ricardo's as well. Everest restaurant on the west side.
BTW, from all of our caterers, we're getting some great feedback from all of you who've got some meals today, so that's really wonderful.
Yes, awesome. Traveling Dishes and Sawmill and A Cappella in Edmonton and Gumtree also. Thank you very much. And without the food, you obviously need a little bit of wine to wash down the food. So Jennifer Turton Mulget from the View Winery, thank you very much. You've always been here for us.
Always been, for years.
Every event, she's out here supporting.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Love you, Jen.
That's awesome. Our food partners, thank you. We also have some gold sponsors who, continually come back. I'm always blown away by the friends and colleagues who continue to support this event over the years, and this year's no different. Peter and Candice Raja and Lee Mullins from Norelco.
And you're at Norelco right now, enjoying with all of our friends.
Yeah, thanks very much.
I wish we were there with you, but we got to be here.
Yeah. Ty, thank you from Littco Drywall. Jarvis and Ken from Valley Plumbing and Heating. Man, I'll tell you, we've done business for many years, but you have been here every step of the way with us on this fundraiser. Thank you so much for all you've done. Danny Cooper, who you'll learn a little bit more about later on, Nicholson Exteriors. He does a lot of siding for our company and has done a fabulous job, and he's been more than generous tonight, which you'll hear about soon. And the tongue dipper himself, Mr. Mark Sobchuk, he has always been here. Usually he just brings a bottle of vodka, but this year he stepped up as a gold sponsor, and we're thinking business is good for Mark, I'm thinking.
And you call him a tongue dipper?
He's a bit of a tongue dipper. Oh. And lastly, we have Distinct Framing. Brandon, thank you very much. Doing an awesome job, and you've been here 3 years in a row, and we thank you for your support.
What about your client who donated something really nice today?
Who is that?
Where you're building that beautiful big house.
Oh yes, that is a surprise, and yeah, we'll get to that.
Okay,
we'll talk about that in a bit. Okay. Silver sponsors. We had provided you some gold sponsors a little earlier, but silver sponsors again. Many of these people who have been here time and time again. I'll start in my good buddy Todd Alstead, who just sent me a text raving about his meal. He was pretty happy about that. That was cool. Okanagan Vacation Rentals, Mark Walker, Francine Walker, you've been here every year, and thank you so much for what you do. Steve, we couldn't print any signs this year because we didn't need to be out on the course, but didn't matter to you. You stepped up and provided us a silver sponsor, so thank you. And the good old boy Ewan from the House of Floors, always there, always been a big part of what we do, and we really appreciate you and what you do. And Linda, you can...
Gamberti's Italian restaurant, Triva Gams, who's, she's been a student, and of course that Beth Hanaszewski and I have taught for the last couple of years. She's showed up, she lives in Oregon, in Salem, Oregon, and so if you're watching Triva, we thank you. You're a doll, you are a pillar in your own community. I mean, what you guys went through with the fires in Oregon and how you fed people. Anyway, thank you for your sponsorship, because that's super kind.
And one more guy I want to tell you about, Dallas Tauber. He joined us recently as a silver sponsor. Great story that is. He's a third generation drywaller that I've been working with in this town. That might be dating me a little bit, but third generation, and he's still doing drywall for us. I'm really happy to have him on the team. Thank you very much, Dallas. So you're going to have some amazing guest speakers tonight.
Yeah, really great. Just wait.
We're hoping that you enjoy them. We're gonna tell you a little bit about them, and then you'll hear from them in a short while. You're going to hear from Kate and Tamara. Kate and Tamara are co-executive directors with Her International. Any of you who have heard them speak before, you'll understand why we are so blown away by what they do for our charity. You're going to hear from Danish and Nura, right from Kathmandu, Nepal, who those are the people, they're the lifeblood of what runs our charity in Nepal. And you're going to hear from the founder herself, Michelle Bonneau.
Hey, Michelle, I know you're on.
Michelle continues to be the inspiration behind this charity, and she's been at it for 15 years. And you'll hear what she's all about soon. And we're going to finish up with Hugh Culver, who's an amazing keynote speaker, and you'll learn more about him. He's been to Nepal on 2 occasions with me. I've climbed some mountains with him, and I've worked beside him, and you'll be happy to be part of what he has to say.
Okay,
so
let's talk about ways we can give.
Yeah, good idea.
So there's lots of ways you can give. Now, yeah, of course, you can jump onto the silent auction bidding that's going on, and it's fast and furious. So if there's something you've seen before that you put your name down, you just want to chime in there. We're going to show you how. You go to trellis.org/winepie, and then you just check in. You create an account if you haven't already. We are, of course, doing the live auction, which we started already. And if you want to, you can buy a brick that you can get your name or someone else's name put up on our vocational center wall. And we put them up also in schools.
We do.
And we also are giving you an opportunity if you want to buy a bike for our girls that we support when they get through grade 8. And it's just a huge motivator for them to stay in school. So we love that program, Buy a Bike. Am I missing something?
Yeah, you are. I meant not a big deal. Yeah, I think it said
Yeah,
my name
you
beside
are.
that. No, it's all good. I mentioned earlier, Danny Cooper from Nicholson Exteriors has went above and beyond this year, and he has offered to match brick sales. So a brick costs you $100. You get your name put on it, as you see in the image on the screen right now. Those are carved out of slate in Kathmandu. We put them on the wall of classrooms. This picture is from Chainpur School in Gottawa. We also have them, which you'll see shortly, at Unico House. Danny Cooper has offered to match up to $1,500, so 15 bricks. I think tonight we've sold 4 or 5, and if you choose to buy a brick, you can go onto the Trellis website and purchase a brick. Danny will match up to 15 bricks, which will be $1,500. So thank you very much, Danny, for that generous contribution. Yay!
Oh, I love technology, as long as I'm not operating it. Okay, so you got to know that our silent auction this evening will close at 8, and if there's some things on there that you are keen to look at, you're going to want to get on there and just keep track and pivot between your phone and your computer or however you're watching this tonight, so you can keep your bids going.
We're going to show you how to get onto the silent auction portal. So have a look, see what you think. Hopefully you old guys are managing to call your kids up to the kitchen table and show you how to get online.
Here's how to bid on our silent auction at Wine&Pie. The first step is to open up your internet browser on your phone. Enter the following link, trl.is. You'll be taken to our live giving portal. It's going to ask you for an entry code. Please enter your exclusive Wine&Pie entry code to access your live giving portal and the silent auction. You'll be taken to this page. From here, it's important for you to create an account. Click the login button at the top right-hand corner. To create an account, you'll have to fill in the requested data. Enter your email address. You'll also need to enter your first and last name. This is the name that will appear when you're placing your bids on the silent auction or live auction items. Lastly, you'll need to enter a password. We suggest that you write it down somewhere and don't lose it. Otherwise, you won't be able to log back in to your live giving portal. Once you've entered this in, click the sign up button. You'll be taken back to your live giving portal. To place a bid in the silent auction, you'll have to click in the silent auction section. Take a look through our awesome silent auction items. Find the one that you like and place your bid. There's 2 ways to place a bid on an item. The first is a custom bid. Select the amount that you'd like to bid on the item. Or you can also place a bid for the suggested bidding amount. If your bid is the top bid, it'll appear on the screen. Good luck!
Wow.
Yeah. All right. So, Todd, did you get online? I'm not sure.
Where's our big spenders?
We count on Todd Alstead at every live auction, silent auction.
Lean on him.
Yeah, we do. Oh, and Lee Mullins, I'm not sure if Lee's around, but Lee's our ticket to the bank.
Yeah.
Anyway, and all joking aside, there's some amazing donors who really helped us out a lot with our live auction this year, and I'll start with Troy and Jerry from Horizon Electric. Thank you very much. Paul and Kevin from Home Hardware. Paul, you've been around every step of the way with our charity. Thank you so much.
Paul, how's your dress shirt situation? Just a side note. That's code.
That's an inside one.
Yeah.
Coast Wholesale, Robson, you've also been around every time we've done this thing. Thank you so much for your continued support. And Cal Tire, thank you, Kevin McCarty. This $1,750 set of tires and a bunch of swag is really cool. That's amazing.
Just because we had a question. Can you, where in Canada, if you live somewhere else other than Kelowna, can you get Cal Tires? Yes, you can. So if
anywhere
you
in Canada, you have a $1,750 GC for a set of tires. Winter's coming. Canuck Sports and Entertainment, thank you for the Bo Horvat signed autograph picture. And Peter and Candice Raja and all the team at Norelco Cabinets, thank you so much. I'll tell you, you're lifers with us, and
you're not getting away.
Yeah. I don't think they'll be getting away. Francine Walker, an amazing artisan jeweler who has done lots for the charity, and she's been on the board, and she's a carpenter, all these good things. Thank you very much, Francine, for
I understand
continually
she can't
supporting.
bake. That's the only thing she can't do. Everything else,
she can.
That's the only thing.
I didn't know that.
Everything else she does.
Oh, that's disappointing. Also live auction, Brad Borley from Hub International. Thank you. Brad's my nephew in Alberta. He's stressed out because I continue to have little mishaps on job sites these days. So good thing he dodged a bullet recently.
And unfortunately, isn't he a Flames fan?
Yeah, he is. Oh,
sorry.
Bad. Sorry, Brad. Jarvis. Man, I'll tell you, you've been the man. You continue to support us at live auctions. You support us every step of the way. Thank you very much for what you've done, and you'll see a little bit more from Jarvis and Ken from Valley Plumbing and Heating soon. And Danny Cooper, back to Danny from not only Nicholson Exteriors, but he has a wine tour business as well, and he's supporting us there. Danny's connected, eh?
I don't think he told us that when we were in. Where were we last year?
He keeps that quiet.
Oh, Danny!
Until tonight. So Danny is
sitting by the pool in Costa Rica,
doing a great thing, and Colleen Chapman, who is part of CanScribe Career College, but she's also part of a company called Weave Enterprises. She has provided an amazing live auction prize this year as well. So thank you very much to Colleen and Sajjad.
Let's just side note, Colleen was, this is so many years ago, 30 years ago almost, was our
bookkeeper.
Yeah.
Or accountant.
Our accountant. I sat in a desk. She sat in the middle. Kevin sat beside her. We're in this little small room. That's how we started our business.
Yeah, it was headquarters.
It was.
Anyway, her partner, Sajjad Ali, they brought us a beautiful Robert Fong image that you will see in a little while. All right, and we've got a ton of silent auction sponsors as well.
All right.
And Linda will tell you about them.
Yes, so Curves West Bank has a beautiful basket that's on the silent auction item. I've already bid on that because I just, I'm not big in the gym, but I don't mind the movement around and, just talking to the ladies. That's my kind of fitness. Karen Schutel is a beautiful coach out of, I believe, Toronto, and she's a colleague of mine in my CAPS membership, Canadian Association of Professional Speakers. She's donated a great coaching package if you want to move on some stuff and move it out of 2020. We all want to move out of 2020 into 21. She is an amazing resource and support system. Dean and Lorelei are great friends. We've got a beautiful Estee Lauder basket from them. Nicholson Exteriors,
Yeah, they threw some stuff into the silent auction.
Oh.
And it's beautiful. It's 6 bottles of gorgeous wine.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. And expensive wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always go. I'm an $8
and there's
wine.
A lot of bidders on that right now.
I know,
by the
isn't
way.
that funny? Bell Spa, Emily, my lash girl. She's got 2 lash extensions. It costs you about $160 to have one, and so I think there's some bids on it already. But so honestly, if you want some lashes for the holiday season, that's perfect.
Jaden Emery.
Yep.
Jaden Lowe from Emery Formworks.
Yes. And
he did a beautiful basket.
Oh, okay. See, I'm late to the party. The extensionist is a blowout, and I don't know if it's a cut, but there's a beautiful hair package there.
Yes.
Isabie Interiors. Oh my God, I think this basket is shooting through the roof.
Could be racking up points on the old.
Sherry.
Lyndon, you should check that how that one's doing on the silent auction right now.
Yep. Yeah, Sherry Pino, their basket maker. She's watching this right now from Norelco Cabinets. Showroom, you're a magician when it comes to baskets. And CanScribe, we've got some beautiful Coach bags.
MJ's in the lead?
MJ's in the lead.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Cool. And Coach bags from CanScribe.
Yeah.
Colleen Chapman, who's a huge supporter of our charity. She's been to Nepal a couple times. she has been incredible part of our charity.
That's
over the
for all
last
of you
years.
who love labels. My labels are Joe, George, and Kirkland. Those are my labels.
Okay, so this is about friends and people, and a close friend, Leah West, is going to perform for you. You may have seen her in the lead up to the live broadcast. This is her second song of the evening. Please join me in welcoming. Oh, apparently I don't do that yet. Thank you for that.
I'll just go on to what I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you, but we're going to do some door prizes, and I think we're going to do one right now. Behind door number 1.
Okay.
We have some beautiful vouchers, and just so you all know, all of your names who are registered for the evening tonight have gone into the magic bin that spins magically. As Trump would say, it's probably illegal, but
Linda's going to tell you about this one. I don't think I'm going to.
I'll totally tell you about this. So in our first door prize, we've got the Weemsicle, which is, I'm a little tired.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, pardon moi. I'm a little tired of you dudes being able to pee on a golf course as you stand at the tee box.
Oh my God.
Or at the, just move your back away from us and just, kind of slightly open your pants. And the rest of us girls are trying to find a bush. And there's not.
Oh my
we now
God.
have the Weemsicle. And for us who have a boat that doesn't have a bathroom, this is the solution.
Hey, we have one boat that has a bathroom.
But we have one that doesn't.
Okay.
And you can't even get back in the boat because we don't have a ladder. So there's the solution. The Weemsicle, it's fabulous. It collapses and thank God it's washable.
Do you put it in your pocket? What do you do with that?
You put it in the corner of your boat. I'm just saying, it's something to think about. If you don't want to pee in public, but you have to pee. Hey, how about the next time we get to go to an outdoor concert?
No, we can't do that. No.
But we also in this door prize have Energy Plex voucher. So those of you who have kids you're going crazy because of COVID and you wanted to burn some energy, we have a voucher for Energy Plex, and we also have a voucher for where is it? Bed Bath & Beyond. So after you've taken your kids to the Energy Plex and you need to
and you have to pee
relax,
in the parking lot.
And you have to pee. So you do that, and then you go home because you need to relax and clean off in your own tub. You can buy some bath salts.
My
You
God.
can buy some bath salts at the Bed Bath & Beyond.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to have a winner coming up right now.
Yeah,
and I
we got
wonder
the
who
magic-
that's going
we
to
got
be.
the magic
Are you all
spinner.
ready for this first door prize? Who's it going to be? Here we go. And the random winner is... It's Allison Vinish. Thank you very much. Allison Vinish, who, by the way, happened to donate $1,000 to us.
Wow. Thanks, Allison.
You paid $1,000 for a whimsical.
Weemsicle. And Allison, if you're watching this right now, what we'd like is report back to us, okay?
Yeah.
We want some feedback. We need to do some client... What do you call them?
Allison, remember that time in Nepal last year when you were looking for a bathroom? You could have used that thing.
See? The next time you trek with us in Nepal, we're going to be using the Weemsicle because the bathrooms in Nepal, sand.
All right. So.
We need also a poopsicle. That's what we need.
Okay. Where are we now?
Okay.
I don't want to overstep. What's so amazing about this country is children and adults alike experience daily hardship that make our lives absolutely tiny in comparison.
1, 2, 3.
Look at that. Wow.
Wow, look
We've
at
got
that.
$700.
Holy man.
And do you go...
So, yeah, we're not quite there yet.
Okay,
$700 is the top bid to Colleen Chapman at the moment. Does anybody else have a bid they might want to place on this amazing batch of tools from Horizon Electric and this beautiful Bo Horvat pitcher? If not, we are going to shut that one down right away, going once, going twice. Sold to Colleen Chapman.
Yay, Colleen.
Thank you very much, Colleen.
You get a flashlight and a Weemsicle. No, You get a flashlight. You got.
There's no whimsical in this
I know
cooler.
you got to pee in the dark with the flashlight. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so we are going to thank, first of all, Horizon Electric and the Canucks Hockey Organization for that great prize. And thank you very much, Colleen Chapman, for your purchase.
Yeah. All right, so our next live auction item is the barbecue package from Home Hardware.
Yeah, now we don't actually physically...
Hey, good morning. Kevin Edgecombe here from Her International, and I'm at Home Hardware with Kevin Wallace, General Manager of the store. Kevin's going to tell us about the great donation they're doing for 9 Wine&Pie this year.
So what we've got here is a Traeger pellet grill. So you load the pellets in over here, on the wrong side, and then away you go. Included with the Traeger pellet grill are 2 Kuma heated chairs and a Kuma fleece throw to keep you warm if the chairs aren't hot enough.
Thank you very much, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin. We're proud to support 9 Wine&Pie.
Awesome. Thanks.
Amazing prize from Home Hardware.
But wait, there's more.
Okay,
there's more to this prize. Yes, so we've just in today from beautiful Crystal Flamin and Vicky Merrill is a beautiful apron that Crystal embroiders on. She goes, happiness might be the goal, but barbecuing is better. And along with that is the latest barbecue sauce that has been dedicated to Dr. Bonnie Henry. And that came from Vicky, because Vicky works with Anne, who makes this barbecue sauce. And all the proceeds that with this great new sauce, it's a whiskey barbecue sauce, goes to frontline workers.
Oh, look at that. There's already a bid. Kevin Johnson. Thanks, Kev.
This is up for the next 20 minutes.
You know, the value is actually more than $17.50. I just want to point out. It's actually $17.50 plus the Bonnie Henry sauce and the beautiful apron. So it's probably worth like $1 million.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I mean, who doesn't want to put Bonnie Henry on their meat? Oh, that sounds terrible.
Oh my God.
Okay, that was a Freudian slip.
Yes, it was. All right. So this particular auction item is going to be open for at least 10 or 15 minutes while we get through some more programming. So Linda's going to regroup after that Freudian slip, and we're going to talk to a wonderful lady by the name of Renee Merrifield.
Yes. Yay, Renee.
Good evening. I am so excited to be here with you tonight. And I know it's different than what we normally do with Zoom, but I'm happy that we've all chosen to set aside this time, learn, listen, and really make sure that we're supporting those in need. The issue of women and girls and empowerment of them is something that's really near and dear to my heart for a number of reasons. I would say one of the stories that I want to tell tonight is about going to the UN as the Canadian delegate and participating in the Status of Women conference. I learned a ton there, both in preparation for the conference, but then also while I was there, hearing stories from women and learning about how they have to fight and strive in their countries of origin to make sure that they have property rights or that they can have a microloan or get goods and services to market. These are things that we don't even think about anymore. And I can thank my grandparents for being ones that pioneered that expression, that went forward and in 1974, before I was even born, put forward the Equity Act that allowed women to have credit ratings outside of men. We've come a long way in those years. And I know that as Canadians, we enjoy an amazing amount of education and freedoms, but we don't have that around the world. So I'm excited that you're here tonight, that you're participating, and that you will give of your time, but also your money to make sure that those around the world can have the same freedoms that we as women and our daughters as girls have and enjoy here in Canada. Thanks so much and enjoy the evening.
Hey, Renee.
Oh, Renee, that was fabulous. We adore you.
Wow, it's a great message, and thank you for that. Very well done.
Yeah.
So, in keeping with the theme of women and empowerment, I'll want to introduce Michelle Bonneau. Michelle Bonneau
first met Linda and I many, many years ago, probably 30 years ago. Shortly thereafter,
I met her.
After Linda met her.
I did a workshop with Michelle.
And
it was called, If You Were a Sandwich, What Kind of Sandwich Would You Be? That was literally the name of our workshop.
And I said bologna.
Yeah.
Michelle got to know me when I reluctantly attended.
On Grey Cup weekend.
It was about Linda and I's first anniversary of marriage, and Linda convinced me to join Michelle Bonneau in a marriage counseling session. And the good news is we're still here.
Apparently it worked.
But she introduced me to her as the ex-nun who swears like a trucker. And I don't know if that's still true, but actually it is true. She does still swear.
Yeah.
But Michelle Bonneau is an incredible woman who truly, and I'm being in all seriousness, she has been the lifeblood of IWIN and Her International. It all started with her, and she pushed it for years and years and years and years. And she is our mentor today. She continues to be involved in a way. She lives in Montreal now. She's retired from the board and from the charity, but yet she guides us constantly. And on a personal note, she means a ton to me, and I know she means a ton to Linda, and she's been an inspiration. So please welcome the wonderful Miss Michelle Bonneau.
Good evening, one and all, and a special good morning to my friends in Ottawa and Kathmandu. When I was first asked to record this presentation, the one thought that came to mind was way back in 2006 when Dinesh and I used to try and get reports and photos from Ottawa. It would sometimes take Dear Deepa over a month to get us what we needed. And here we are tonight, live streaming. Not too sure what that means, but we are doing it. But even though we are connected through technology, the real connection this evening is the heart. The heart that trusts, that steady hard work, thousands of volunteer hours really make a difference. And that conviction is the very conviction, the very foundation of all of these three NGOs that this event is sponsoring tonight. And the conviction is that each one of us here present this evening, and the very fact that I'm speaking to you, the reason is that we believe deeply in our hearts that we can truly make a difference. And that conviction brought me to Kathmandu in 2005. September the 29th, I left with one suitcase and a one-way ticket to Kathmandu. Now, sounds a bit crazy, and when I look back, it was a bit crazy and maybe even careless. But on the other hand, at the same time, there were people in Kelowna who also had the same conviction that I had in this dream that education would make a difference in the lives of people, especially women and children. So, a one-way ticket and one suitcase has brought us here today, 15 years later. The three NGOs that we are sponsoring tonight, I've had the awesome privilege of being an inner witness of those workings. Not that I'm present in all three, but through my work as an educator, teacher, and as a therapist. So, the conviction that people have had to start these NGOs was to bring dignity to those who need it, to those who opportunity or for whatever reason has not allowed them to become who they really can be. So Her International, we help facilitate self-reliance in our women. The Kelowna Friendship Center, especially the trauma center that they are working on, will bring very needed healing and justice. Whereas Win House will bring to the broken safety and empowerment so that they can live a freer life, a life free from fear. So tonight, in order to prove why it is important that we do these events for fundraising, I will tell you 3 stories. 3 women that I have met and who have, over the years, they stick in my mind, and whenever I get discouraged or think, ugh, can't keep doing this, they come up, and plus other women. So I'll begin with Her International. Her name is Sunita. Sunita is Taru, an Aboriginal group very unjustly dealt with in Nepal. She was sponsored by a Toronto couple up to her grade 12. In 2012, a small group of very brave Kelownians came as our first group of volunteers to Ottawa. It was a rude awakening to them and to us as well. And one day after our work at the classroom, Sunita and I had a little talk. She was in tears, and she was saying that her parents had money only for one person to be educated. So naturally, it was for her brother, who was a little older than her. So I remember getting on our little blue dilapidated bus as we bumped our way back to our first star minus hotel. I told the story, and I too was in tears, and I said, I wish I had a money tree growing in my backyard. The next day, 3 of the women from our group came and said, Michelle, we will sponsor her nursing degree. And that has happened. So today, Sunita is the head of a health program in Dung. She earns 35,000 rupees, which is about $467.13 Canadian. Now, 2012, that was totally out of the picture. So she did this, and she did it because we believed in her. We had that conviction that that would work. So that is why you are here tonight. You are helping all the Sunitas who want to go somewhere do the same thing. The other person, the other woman, is a bit of a sadder case. Her name is Sarah. She was a very intelligent, professional woman, Indonesian, who met her Canadian husband in the Middle East. They came to Lake Country, were married, and all things were seemingly well until terror appeared. He was insanely jealous. He used to sleep, believe it or not, with a baseball bat under the side of his bed. It was one way to keep her very subdued. He would check morning and night the mileage on the car to see where she had gone. By some small miracle, a woman in the community befriended her and brought her to the Kelowna Family Center in our domestic violence program. Her story was unbelievable. However, her visits were sporadic because she couldn't get away. But I think we gave her enough information, enough hope to let her know that this was not normal. I was leaving for Kathmandu within the following months, so I cannot say what happened to her. However, something, even though it was a little, I am sure it helped her. So again, this is the reason why you are here tonight, is to help the Sarahs who have no hope, who have no way out of these abusive relationships. And the last, her name is Mary. I taught for 11 years in a high school in northern Quebec where our native children came. And I think one of the saddest things is that even we as educators back then, there were some, and hopefully, unfortunately, were rather unkind and mean to our First Nations, expecting little of them. And one of those was Mary. She was quiet, very pale, very tiny. And she had survived enough trauma at her early age to fill a lifetime. Her English teacher, why, I do not know, told her, "Mary, you'll never turn out to be anything." This really struck her. It's only years later that I heard this story. Of course, Mary ended up like most First Nations, dropout, problems with alcohol, etc. And she was working in a very low, menial job. Somewhere in that scenario, her heart spoke out to her, and it said, "Mary, you are more than this." No, she just said no in her head. And what happened is she quit the job, finished her BA, became a teacher, and believe it or not, ended up being the principal at the high school where she had attended, and where the gym teacher, whose ego was as big as the gym, became her subordinate. So whenever we meet, we remember that and have a chuckle. And again, I repeat, you, by participating this evening, allow all the Marys to move forward in their life despite racism, despite obstacles. So, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are on this planet this evening, a conviction, a belief, a little effort, a word, a penny or two, a small action, everything counts to make life for others more palatable. So in conclusion, I just want to say that as we all live this COVID crisis, it shows us that individualism gets us nowhere except into disastrous situations, and we are living one worldwide. So my belief and my conviction continues to be that if we band together as not as individuals, but as persons with heart and with trust that the goodness and the abundance of the universe will work through us to make this place, this home of ours that we call Earth, a better one. So thank you for enjoying wine, dinner, and in the past, these events were really a lot of fun. So let's hope that we can go back to that past where we can truly share together our laughter, our joys, and our dreams, and, of course, our convictions. Thank you.
You think? Yeah.
Wow.
Think. Wow.
You know,
love you, Michelle.
Last night, as you all probably realized, that was pre-recorded for Michelle. She lives in Montreal now. I have goosebumps all over my body right now listening to this story, as I did last night. And I sent her a text at about midnight last night telling her how much I love her and how much she's meant to me.
As Dinesh would say, who's watching this, I was crying.
Yeah, I think there might have been a tear or two. And Michelle, what you just spoke of was incredible. And I know you've been a leader in so many ways. And as I said to you in the text last night, I'm so glad I'm part of your world. And I truly am. You're an amazing person, and you bring light to the world. Thank you, Michelle Bonneau. So, got through that one without tearing up. Thank you. I want to tell you now that the silent auction is closed officially. So thank you very much for all of those who contributed to the silent auction tonight. Really appreciate it. Your generous bids. You're all going to be rejoicing or crying, whatever it's going to be. But chances are you are...
and we will get those things to you. We'll figure
they're in our living room right now.
Literally
so if you want to come over after...
Just behind the studio, right over here.
So the next thing we're going to talk about is my wife, Linda Edgecombe. She, for many, many years, has been a professional speaker, as most of you know. And I drive her to the airport up until COVID, until March 13th of this year, I probably drove her to the airport on average once a week, maybe twice a week sometimes. And there would always be two suitcases.
For 30 years?
Yeah, for 30 years. And one suitcase was full of scarves and brochures and things that she would hand out. And the other would be full of her clothes. And she lugged this stuff all over the country for years. Her International started as a very small charity, very menial resources. There wasn't a lot of revenue annually. But traditionally, $60,000 a year was sold in scarves for many, many years, year after year after year. And the lion's share of that was attributed to Linda. And frankly, without Linda's efforts and selling scarves, I don't think her or Iwan would be here today. So I commend Linda, and I'll tell you, there's so many people in Nepal that appreciate what you've done all these years. So Linda's going to talk about her time as being the scarf lady.
Here we are on a very hot Friday in, oh my God, Gadawa, Nepal. My sister Diane and I, and we have been sewing with the mothers for the last number of hours. It's really, like, what's it been so far for you?
It's been an amazing experience.
Amazing experience.
Yeah,
and
just in awe.
yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful out here, and I tell you, it's a step back in time when things were much simpler. Truthfully, a little difficult, but anyway, have a good one. Don't take your life for granted. I'm telling you right now. Enjoy every moment. Hey, Di, I know you and Ted, and you got the fam jam in your house right now anyways.
Hey, and your other son is in the studio
Is
with
in the
us.
house. Is in the house. So, you know, it was 15 years ago that Michelle, thank you for those beautiful words, by the way, that Michelle said to me, hey, she goes, we got a situation here in Nepal, and you're a speaker. So if I give you some scarves, and you take them to the next time you speak, because you're always in front of people, and you sell those scarves, and you raise maybe we can raise a few $100s, and then maybe we could rescue some girls out of child labor, bonded labor that happened in Nepal. And what do you think? And I said, sure. So I took a bag of scarves, took it off to the first event, and it was like pressing the easy button, you know, the Staples easy button. Boom, that was easy. All scarves sold. And 15 years later, we're talking thousands and thousands and thousands of scarves. And there's
Thousands.
There's boatload in my basement right
We've
now.
got at least 1,000. And BK dropped more off today.
Thousands and thousands of girls and thousands of their moms. And this has been a social enterprise that, I didn't know what I was getting into, but all of a sudden it's like, boom, scarf, scarf, scarf. I actually say at the end of most presentations, I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm a scarf sales lady with a long sales process. But over the years, so that picture, that video, beautiful video of Diane and I'm right there. You know, when you see that, Diane, I know you're there, right there too. You're right there. All the sights, the smells, the senses that are so fantastic when you go there. And so Diane and I went there with an idea to make pillows on purpose. And so we made pillows on purpose to sell. We've made bottles to beads.
Recycled
When
bottles.
I say we, I mean
The bead ladies in Gadawa.
the moms that do all of our work. And
The scarves.
The scarves, of course. They sew all of our scarves. And we literally, of course, now we're pivoting to masks. So if you want a Nepalese mask made by our moms, coming to you in our basement soon.
We only ordered them yesterday.
We did it. We'll have them in 2 weeks. That's how fast they work. We're going to be, so if you want to give away some scarves this Christmas as a gift, believe me, they're less expensive than everything else. I've watched everything on the line. But let me just say this. I wrote this down with, when I was making some notes on Kevin wanted me to tell us the scarf lady thing. I've loved it. So here's the crazy thing. I have gauged how well I do on stage by the number of scarves I sell at the end of every presentation. So I know how effective I was, but when there's nothing on the table, and that is always my goal. I don't care what the feedback is. It's just if there's not a scarf left, that was a great engagement.
She misses the odd flight home.
I have missed, but that was because of Outlander. That's another story. But I want to tell you, I wrote the sentence. So literally, what's in a scarf? And I'll tell you what's in a scarf. And honestly, I also say this when I speak. If I would have known 15 years ago what it's become today, so thousands of girls, thousands of moms, classrooms, vocational centers, homes, earthquake relief, all those things, I would never have signed up. And it's not because I didn't want to do the work. I just think in my head I would have thought, I don't think I could handle it. But as everything goes and as it ramps up, it just literally is who we are now. And I got this beautiful note from our committee last year. They gave me a beautiful thank you. And just some numbers. So what's in a scarf? What's in a scarf? What's in a scarf? It's just a scarf, $20. Allowing over close to 2,600 girls go to school. Since 2008, over 1,400 women who have come together as mothers groups and have become so independent, created their own banking system, really decreased domestic violence. They're just a support system that's so fantastic. And if that's not worth $20 in a scarf, I've got lots in my basement. Just come over. To all you who live in Kelowna. Anyway, that's the scarf lady story.
Well done, Linda May. Very important part of what we do. So let's give out a door prize.
Yeah.
Door number 2. What do we got? Is there another of those whimsical things?
Yes, there is. There's 3. Look it. You can get a purple one, a black one, or a gray one. Gender neutral, pretty, whatever.
It goes with anything you're
wearing. It may not match your boat, but get one. I mean, here we go. We have beautiful clay plates from Art Mex. Some beautiful Mexican.
That's interesting to me.
And a GC from Home Hardware.
That's interesting to me as well.
Well, no. Here's what you do at Home Hardware. You go to the card section. They have the best, craziest, funniest, raunchiest.
Stay on script.
Stay on script. That's what I do at Home Hardware.
Cards? No. There's no cards on the table.
I know. I'm saying you can do that with your $25 GC from Home Hardware.
Okay, and the winner is... Who do we got? Who's the winner?
Spin the dice. Spin the magical.
Drum roll, please.
Fake
and
news.
It's Daria Zavarzina.
That's Yvonne's wife.
Yvonne's wife. That's our cameraman's wife. Fantastic.
Yes.
Oh, you're set up now, Yvonne.
Yvonne, you can take the prizes home with you tonight.
Thank you. Enjoy that, Yvonne.
Yeah.
Do you have a boat, Yvonne?
Yeah.
No. I will build.
Well, you better buy a boat.
He'll build a boat.
Buy a boat.
Okay, tell us again, Yvonne, because it's amazing what Yvonne does. Besides this magic,
Parkour.
I wish we would have thrown a video up of what parkour is. But I understand it's jumping off walls, backflips. He's like an amazing. Where are you from? I know Russia, but
okay.
No, I want to know.
Voronezh.
Where?
Voronezh.
Voronezh.
Somewhere in Russia.
Okay. We got to keep moving. We got to keep. Okay.
All right. Live auction item number
2.
2.
Yeah. Current bid is $1,350, and we are shutting that down in 30 seconds. Bill Frame, you're a good man. Way to go, buddy. I appreciate that. I think you outbid Renee Merrifield. I think we'll hear about that next time we're in Costa Rica.
Yeah. Or Mexico.
Anyway, Bill, you're the winner. Congratulations. Thank you very much for your support, Bill. Way to go. That's awesome. And I want to thank Home Hardware for that very generous gift, along with Crystal Flaman and Vicki Merrill for the accessories that go along with that gift. Thank you very much. We're going to talk about live auction number 3, which is a fridge from Coast Wholesale.
Hey everybody, Kevin Edgecombe from Her International. I'm here at Coast Wholesale with General Manager Rob Siddon. Rob.
Hey everyone, yeah, we're very proud to support Wine&Pie this year with this beautiful Debbie Silhouette wine and beverage fridge, so you can keep all your stuff cold in the house, and hopefully it raises lots of money for this great cause.
Thank you, Rob.
Am I live now?
Yeah.
That's $1,400. And if you read right here, it says it can hold 138 cans and 6 bottles of wine.
Or 80 cans and a case of wine.
Well, yeah.
That'd be my
do
preference.
the math. I'm thinking that's a good trade.
Or all wine. Who gives a shit about the cans?
Okay, so this particular item will only be up for about 7 or 8 minutes as we're moving this along. We got to keep moving. So if you're looking for this is a under cabinet 24-inch fridge, very high quality. This isn't something you're going to buy at Home Depot or whatever. This is a very good quality item. So if you need a new bar fridge, check it out. We'll let you know when that bid is winding down. So we're going to now hear from Winhouse.
Who is in need. You're not alone. Stay strong, don't give up, and know there is help whenever it's needed. To reach out for help and get some support. You can do it. We're here for you and we love you.
Wow. Are they?
Everyone, it's Linda from Winhouse, and I just wanted to say hi and thank you all so much for participating in tonight's event, Wine&Pie. And I also want to thank all the people involved in making this event happen. It's not an easy task, especially these days when we have to pivot and move and figure out what we're going to do. So kudos to everyone who not only planned this, but are participating. For those of you who don't know, Winhouse has been around for 52 years here in Edmonton. We have 3 confidentially located shelters here in the city, and we take in about 900 women and children a year. The programs that we offer vary, and they range from making sure that the children who come in, their trauma is recognized and acknowledged, and we work with the mom to try to help her and her child recognize the signs of trauma and what they can do to maybe make that a little bit better the next time. We also have a pet program where women can bring in their pets, regardless of what kind of pet it is, and we will take the pet and we will triage the pet if necessary, and then we work with the SPCA to make sure that that pet is fostered and cared for until she's in a safe place and they can be reunited. We also have an amazing meals program, and we have so many amazing frontline staff that every day and night, 365, 7, and 24, nonstop, are there for our clients in any capacity, both in shelter and out through our outreach program. All in all, it takes a village. It really does. I don't care how cliche it is. And I want to thank all of you again, because without you and the support that you provide, I don't think we could actually continue. Not just financially, but also because this is something that we all have to come together to make a change for women in need. So thank you from Winhouse. Thank you from all of us. And have a really great rest of your night. Take care.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You know what? So Winhouse, formerly known as the Women's Shelter in Edmonton, have 3 homes for women and their children to, let's just say, escape to. And what's crazy is through COVID, domestic violence has actually exploded. And it's just, it's so hard to imagine a woman and her children being in that situation, but it's not that uncommon. So we just really, and I'm from Edmonton, my family's all from Edmonton.
We met in Edmonton.
Just love that. And so if you want to make a direct donation to Winhouse, you can do that straight up, or you can make a donation to us. And of course, we're going to send those funds off to them. And anyways, it's just so needed for a safe place for women and their children to be, that they know they can be safe.
Yeah, that was, thank you, Linda. That was awesome, and it's so great to spread our wings into Alberta. And Linda and I are both from there, and it makes a lot of sense that we're supporting a charity that is like-minded.
Yep.
And so awesome. So one of our amazing local supporters is a restaurant supporter, and Chef Adam Relvas from Relvas Catering. Thank you very much to you, Adam, and everything that you've done this year. Thank you very much to the donors that choose to remain quiet, that have helped you do what you do. And you know who you are. I'm winking. Anyway, thank you, Relvas. And here's a little message from Relvas Catering. Adam.
Hi, my name's Adam Relvas. I'm the chef and owner of Relvas Catering in Kelowna, BC. First and foremost, thank you to everyone that is tuning into the live stream and participating in this amazing event. We're thrilled to be a part of Wine&Pie, raising money and supporting these amazing charities. As a small business owner and chef in our community, I'm fortunate to get the opportunity to be a part of amazing events like this and many other great events around the city. This year especially, supporting other organizations both locally and abroad is even more important to so many Canadians as we're affected by the ongoing pandemic. We've been fortunate to be a part of her international fundraising events in the past, and what an eye-opening experience it was to learn about this group and what they do for the women of Nepal. Access to education is something that should be afforded to anyone around the globe, regardless of their gender or status. We're incredibly privileged in our ability to help support Her International and their pledge to bring educational opportunities and support to women in Nepal. Closer to home, Kelowna Friendship Society in Kelowna and Win House strive to provide support for the well-being of those in need, including victims of abuse and those marginalized in society. We're glad to have a chance to support their initiatives. Being the husband of an amazing, strong woman and having a daughter, I'm privileged to be able to help raise funds for other women that are in need here in our community, our country, and globally. The same rights should be afforded to us all, regardless of gender, race, or financial status. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of this amazing event. Thank you to everyone who donated their time, money, and efforts supporting this wonderful event. Cheers to you all.
Hey, we're almost through the live auction for the fridge from Coastal Wholesale. Thanks again, Rob Sidden, for this beautiful fridge. I think bid's currently sitting about $820. This is a $1,400 value. It goes under your fridge. This is a beautiful piece of equipment. If anybody else...
No, it doesn't go under your fridge. It goes under your
Sorry,
counter.
under your counter. I knew that. But it's full 24 inches wide, cabinet depth. If anybody needs it, like you, Bill Frame, I think you might use it. Greg Asling, Peter Raja. Who else out there?
Yeah.
Scotty Lintel, Mark Sobchuk. I think one of you guys wants that thing more than $820. This is a $1,400 piece of equipment. Please check it out.
Okay, let's do another door prize. In this particular behind door 3, we have McCurdy Lane Bowling for 6. I call it bowling and beer. And if you go on wing night, I'm telling you,
every birthday we took our kids to was bowling.
Always there. They have the best wings, and anyway, so I'm just saying they have phenomenal wings. And you also get mini golf at Scandia Golf and Games. So hey, take the kids. You're going crazy. Who doesn't need to go to Scandia and make a hole in one?
So bowling and mini golf.
Yes, there's
for 6.
There's no Weemsicles left, so sorry you're out of that loop. But let's roll the dice.
Roll the dice. Here we go. Who's the winner? Let's see who it is. And the winner is...
Rolling hole 4. And we are...
Oh my God. It's me. We're going to re-roll those dice.
Can you re-roll it?
Re-roll those dice.
Yeah. A, our kids are adults.
Sorry.
Well, because it has everyone that bought a dinner ticket. Everybody that's here.
Francine Walker. Yay! Okay, I see Ben, Beth, Francine, Mark, Kevin, Linda, bowling,
and beers,
and wings,
yes,
and Scandia.
Then go across the street.
Okay. You got that, Francine?
Coming to a night near us.
Okay.
I'm feeling fantastic.
Feeling very blessed.
I'm feeling, I've never smelled better, ever.
Well, especially in these 3 weeks. This is the best he's smelled in 3 weeks.
Thank you.
And the buyer is?
Okay.
We're bringing
This is
that to
closing.
close. Kevin North topped the bid at $900. Oh, look at Debbie Asling. Almost had it. Sorry, Deb. You got outbid.
Save your money till you know which one.
Next year, we're going to put some stools on the live auction item.
Yeah, you need stools, sister.
You do.
Yeah.
Tall
I know
ones.
you painted
Tall
them.
ones.
I know you painted them. Okay.
Yeah, no, we're good.
We're good.
So thank you for that. Thank you very much, Kevin North. That's very kind. And the next item up for bid is Cal Tire.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, Kevin Edgecombe here from Her International and 9 Wine&Pie, and I'm here with Keith from Cal Tire, the assistant manager on the Springfield store. Keith has got to tell us a little bit about some beautiful prizes that he's going to be handing out live auction at 9 Wine&Pie.
Hi there. Caltown proudly supports the Tires for Good. Winter is coming. Come down and get a set of tires.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Keith. So this prize is good for $1,750 plus a whole bunch of swag. And Lyndon, do you mind grabbing the swag bag from over there?
Like, wow. I didn't even know this. I'm just looking at what that's all included in this.
Yeah. And by the way, this is anywhere in Canada. Those of you in Alberta probably need winter tires a little bit before we do.
So
but check this
anywhere
out.
Linda,
you hold that.
Okay, I'll hold it.
You got that?
Yes, I got it.
I can't see Linda. Where did she go?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Anyway, there's a whole bunch of stuff, including
because I'm so thin.
A plaid throw, a 20-ounce Urban Peak 2 vacuum tumbler, soft cover journal, a Bluetooth speaker, deluxe tire gauge, a teddy bear no less, an Everlast skipping rope, a microfiber towel,
so that
and
you
a
can
fold-away
skip
shopping
when
bag.
you have to change your tires or.
So that's pretty amazing. So
that's amazing.
this item is going to be up for bid for the next 20 minutes or so. So check it out, see what you think. I think that's a pretty cool prize, and it's very timely with the winter coming on. So you are going to go to.
That's done.
That's good.
Yep.
Where are we going now?
So how's the bidding gone? BJ.
Oh my God.
BK. Okay. Forgive me, everybody. Okay.
Oh, Linda.
I even embarrassed Lyndon, and that's a stretch.
That's okay.
The silent auction is closed. Yes.
Yeah, it's long closed. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So my voice in my head will beat me up over that one for this.
Okay. Everybody now knows how to bid on a live auction prize, so you don't have to. We don't have to do another tutorial there. I don't think. What's that? Okay. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go to the third song of the amazing singer-songwriter Leah West. Sit back and enjoy an amazing performance by
I'll
Leah.
compose myself.
Hello again, everyone. This is Leah West. And I don't know about you, but I grew up loving concerts and watching performers. Not only that, but loving to hear the stories behind songs. So this story, anyway, I don't know how many of you know me personally, but I'll just tell you a little bit about myself. 5 months ago, today, I lost my husband, my best friend, Mark West, who was a very close friend of Kevin Edgecombe. And for years, we've been participating in the Golf Wine&Pie by donating live auction items every year. So that's how I got sort of involved in this. I recorded this song a few years ago with my friend Neville Bowman, who was supposed to perform with me tonight. As we all know, it's a COVID world out there, so we can't do what we normally do. So I'm performing from my basement studio. You have my piano behind me and some of my artwork behind me. And so Neville couldn't be part of this tonight, but he did record this for me so I can sing along to it. So this is a song I've been singing since I was a teenager. And I just heard the song, the first version I heard was from Sting. And I also fell in love with Ella Fitzgerald's version. So this is Someone to Watch Over Me. About 2 years ago, I recorded a music video for this song with my friend Doug Brown and Ono. And yeah, it's one of those songs that I just have been singing for decades. And now that my husband has passed away, it's almost as if it has taken on a new meaning for me, and it's a very special song. This is a very old song. It's about 100 years old almost. And this is called Someone to Watch Over Me. So let me get it started here, and I hope you enjoy it. There's a saying says that love is blind. Still we're often told, seek and you shall find. So I'm going to seek
looking everywhere, haven't found him yet. He's the big affair I cannot forget. Only man I ever think of with regret. I like to add his initials to my monogram. Tell me, where is the shepherd for this lost lamb? There's somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he turns out to be someone who'll watch over me. I'm a little lamb who's lost in the wood. I know I could always be good to one who'll watch over me. Although he may not be the man some girls think of as handsome, to my heart he'll carry the key. Won't you tell him please to put on some speed, follow my lead. Oh, how I need someone who'll watch over me. Someone who'll watch over
Wow. Leah, wow. Wow. You know, I love being a speaker, but I'll tell you, I wish I could have been a singer, but I don't have any talent. And
You should be on The Voice, Leah.
yeah, you should be on The Voice, Leah.
That was incredible. Thank you very much, Leah. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
So we're going to move this along. We're dragging it out a little bit. Linda's talking about stuff
Sorry,
that wasn't on the script.
Yeah.
So we
Well,
got to
I've
keep it
been
moving.
getting a little feedback when
Yeah.
we're off camera
Yeah,
here.
yeah. So I want to tell you a little story about Classroom for the Cause. I'm going to make this quick. I became president of Her International 8 years ago. And,
Look at us there shopping.
And my biggest empowering moment with anything I've ever done with this charity has been being on the ground, working side by side with women and men and contractors and kids in rural Nepal. And it's been unbelievable. In 2009, Linda and I landed in Gadawa, Nepal, and we were blown away by the reception we received. It was a life-changing moment. It sounds cliche. Reality is that it truly was life-changing for me. And I don't know what happened, but we were on a plane home, and we conceptualized the name Classrooms for a Cause. And it took us a couple of years to get it organized, but in 2012, a group of 9 enthusiastic people, including my sister Kathy and Perry, hi guys, traveled to Ottawa and built the first classroom project that this charity has been a part of. And I'll tell you, that stands out as one of my favorite times. And it was the start of something magical. And I can't tell you enough about it. I completely love every aspect of being boots on the ground in Nepal. I'm a builder in Canada, but my most favorite builds are in Nepal. And that's just the bottom line. So carry on, 2012. In 2013, we bought a piece of dirt in Ottawa, which was an amazing accomplishment for a charity to buy a piece of dirt and build a building called Unico House. It was incredible. 28 volunteers showed up that year, and we killed it. We started Unico House, and we finished Chain Per School, the third and fourth classrooms at Chain Per. It was an amazing event. It was an amazing time in all of our lives. 28 of us will tell you that it was probably one of the most incredible experiences of your life. Anyway, that was 2013. We finished in 2014, and there you have the finished product, Unico House, which is a 4,000 square foot, 2-story community center for the women and children of Nepal, designed by Lee Mullins right there. Lee drew that for us, and Developing World Connections in Kamloops put the solar panel system on that roof, which is incredible. This building was like the lunar landing in many ways, and incredible.
The entire town.
2014, I had the good fortune of meeting a couple kids that you'll learn about in a few minutes. In 2015, we arrived there 3 weeks after the earthquake in Nepal. We had the biggest bottle drive in the history of Kelowna. $25,000 raised in bottle drive. 2016, which ironically is right about right now, I was supposed to be with this trip. Unfortunately, I had my mother and father pass away in that time, and I wasn't on this trip, but that was there. 2017, Josie and I went back there and visited all these people, and we honored 2014. Josie and I honored Baby Unico, which you'll hear about in a minute. And we also hired Kate and Tamara, who have changed the fabric of who we are as a charity. Yeah. Michelle, you're amazing. Kate and Tamara, you're also amazing. These three women have been dynamos, and I'll tell you, we're so lucky to have them part of our charity. In 2018, went back again, and we had this incredible experience with Hugh Culver raising money for his birthday. He raised $30,000.
One of those birthdays,
and we built 4 classrooms, and I had the good fortune of meeting little baby Isak, who was born 3 days before the earthquake, and I re-met Kanchi, the beautiful mentally and physically handicapped woman who had very much struggled through the earthquake. I'll tell you, what an amazing experience to go back and see them again. And that's the great thing about our charity and Classrooms for a Cause, is we continue to go back, and we always check and monitor what we do as a charity. And every year we try to get there. In 2018, we put 36 meters of concrete mixed by hand on the roof of 4 classrooms. And I'll tell you, look at the women working, all the mothers, all the kids.
What's the weight?
That bag of cement is 55 kilograms.
That's 2.2.
Yeah.
55 kilograms times 2.2
Do the math.
pounds.
That's heavy shit.
100 and something. Okay,
anyway,
you're the math guy.
Yeah, that's a lot. Anyway, we had an incredible trip in 2018, and that was a great image. Bindi Ram, who tried to buy Sylvie Forget for 7 water buffalo. That guy that's hugging Charlene Prosser.
In the top right.
He tried to buy Sylvie for 7 water buffalo, but Andre said, "No way, it ain't happening on my watch." That's not happening.
She looks enthusiastic, though.
That was Charlene, not Sylvie.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Sylvie. Oh, okay.
And this moment right here was probably the most profound moment of all with Classrooms for a Cause, where the women of Ottawa actually raised money for the women that were involved with Hope Outreach right here in Kelowna. Incredible moment. Incredible moment.
That's not happening.
Hey! Don't you love friggin' live? Unexpected, great people showing up in your live feed. I love it.
Of Ottawa.
It's like
is she live yet?
It's like Santa. It's like Santa. It's like Santa's
Let her
showing
talk.
up.
Let her talk, Linda.
I know.
Hey, Tamara, I think you are now live.
Hey guys! Sure, we had two sounds going on. We're here with our pie.
Nice.
I'm here with my wine.
Well, we got some tea going, but
And my old Iwin wine glass.
Okay, so an official introduction. We have the beautiful Tamara McClellan, and beside her, lean over, Kate.
You can't see Kate.
Oh, okay.
Can't see Kate.
They're in a bubble.
There you are. And Miss Kate
Okay.
Phelps. There you go. Now we got you.
Oh
So
my God.
these are the two beautiful co-EDs of Her International. So take it away, girls.
Right, let's turn it over to Sarah, and I'll be back. Yeah. Okay. All right. Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for taking part in this event. It has been so fun to watch from this side. And I mean, Kevin and Linda, you guys are rocking this. I will say that. And you know, Kevin thanked Linda, and I think Linda thanked Kevin, but we want to really, really say from the bottom of our hearts that this charity would not, I mean, it would not be a pipe dream without the two of you and the amount of work that you both have done in the same kind of ways and also in different ways. So Linda, the scarf lady, oh, what would we have ever done without you? And we're hoping that COVID can move along so that we can, move along there. But we're so thankful for everything you've done. And for Kevin, I mean, just the amount that you have given to this charity over the last 8 years as president has been huge. So thank you both. And
I didn't tell anybody anything, by the way.
She doesn't hear you.
I wasn't sure. I can hear you, and I wasn't sure, so I won't say anything more than that. Okay. So we last week had a meeting where we announced a new board, and Kevin has officially stepped into the past president position on the board, and we've welcomed Anne Heyman Hill as our current president. And so that was a massive changing of the guard of the tides for our charity. Kevin, for the last 8 years of what you've done, thank you so much. And we're thrilled to have this past president transition time. And to Anne, who I know is watching out there, we're so excited to start working with you. It was a big moment. It was a really big moment for the charity. And so we're marching forward, and we're so thrilled to still have Kevin alongside. And then I just want to say a quick thank you to Karen Velasquez, who is putting this together. Like, this technology piece is so vast and diverse. And Karen also was with us before the pandemic. And so I just want to say, from seeing you as a, mentor-mentee situation to seeing you rock this, I am so, talk about an empowered woman. I am so proud of you for everything you have done. So Karen, way to go, and check out her company, BKV Consulting, because she really. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly, I'm going to be as brief as I possibly can here. I wanted to cover 3 things today, and that was it, before I pass it over to Kate to really land kind of more into our programs, into the connection piece of who it is we work with. But from a structural standpoint, the last year has been challenging, triggering, scary, isolating for everybody. And for our charity, it was no less than that. It was a time for all of us to really start to analyze what and why and how it is that we do what we do. I don't think any of us could ever have seen this year coming. And so it's shifted a lot within the way that we are able to work. And obviously we're now doing things like online fundraising events, which, is just changing with the tides. And as always, Her International will continue to flow with that. But what it really was for our staff, I think, was a time to actually go inward and look at how it is that we do our work, how it is that we have structures built within us that needed to be looked at so that we can even come to our work in a more equal way. And so the first piece of what I've noticed that Her International has always done, but that we're continuing to do, is to really focus on working equally with all of our partners, including and starting, within our staff structure, within our board structure, and then moving even further to our partners in Nepal. This is something that's always been important. Michelle never went to Nepal and started to say, this is what you should do there. It was always this hand-in-hand partnership with the beautiful people that she met. And we continue to really place an importance on that. And I think that's really important for people who are listening, for donors who are listening, to be looking at that when they're choosing a charity to work with, just to really make sure that there is this essence of co-creation and equality that is happening with each piece of the work that they do. And so we're really thrilled to have our partners in Nepal. They are so amazing. And we just bring different skills, different resources to the table. And the work we do is much bigger than the sum of its parts. I always get that quote wrong. The second thing is that I think it's really, really vital to mention this, but that we always have had this philosophy within our charity that there is a give back model with the participants that we work with. And I think the reason why this is so important, and the more that I even start to look at my own life, or a lot of the systemic issues that I'm starting to educate myself on more and more at home, is that if we keep people in hero modes and victim modes, there is a very hard shifting of that tide. And so we learned very early on with Her International that we didn't want to keep our participants of our work in a mode that is kind of victim based. We want them to know that every single girl and woman that we work with has the power within themselves. We're just giving them the reminder to come home to who they are. And so in the work that we do, we always have with each program a mindset of what it is that they could give back, that they could teach, to place them in the position of a mentor or a volunteer. And that has become even more important as we continue to do the work. So over COVID, we've had this time to pause and reflect on that and say, even with new programs that we're planning in Canada, how is it that we can keep the people we work with empowered truly to know that they can then step into that role? And so I'll leave that one there, but I think that's, again, another important point to note when we are looking at the work that these kinds of charities are doing in the world. And then the third piece is just that we've been working in Nepal for 15 years. We're a 15-year-old charity, which to me is I have no statistics behind me. Katie and I have not looked this up, but I'm assuming that is starting to get more rare and rarer, because a lot of times things just they happen, they unfold, people are very passionate, and then things tend to die off, or they don't go back to check projects. And Her International has worked in the same location, the same region of the world for 15 years. And we've had moments in the last 4 years of really strategically planning our charity and saying, maybe it's time to move out of Dong, and never to leave Dong, but to move to other areas to start to do work there. And over this year has reiterated to us that we want to go deep and not wide, and that we want to create this generational change so that it's the girls and women that are in this region of Dong that can actually then take the change and move it outwards, not us, but them. And that to me is really true empowerment. And so I'm going to leave that there. Those are the three kind of structural things we've been looking at. And I'm going to pass it over to Kate to talk more about the program part. So without further ado.
All right, I'm going to slip in. Hey, everyone. I'm Thank you. Oh, I got to pull up my notes because this is Tamara's computer. So sorry, everyone. Okay, I think I've got it. Okay. So I have to be totally honest, first of all, that I originally planned to speak about something completely different coming here tonight. I was going to come and go through and tell you in detail all about our programs and the activities that we offer through Her International. I was going to talk about girls' scholarships and our women's microfinance groups, all about leadership courses, entrepreneurship, employment training, our health education, and then the Unico social enterprise, which I'm really excited that you touched upon. I was going to talk about the deep impact that we've made in Nepal in these past 15 years, and also the exciting programs that we have to build on our work that we do here locally in Canada in our own backyard. But I think that a lot of you here already know that, and if you don't, reach out to us because we'd love to share. But instead, as I've been pondering what I wanted to say to everyone tonight, I felt my heart being tugged in a different direction. And right now, our world feels so fractious and like it's falling apart. And many of us are stumbling through these unprecedented times in our lives. And amidst all of this turmoil and isolation, what I think I, and maybe all of us, have really been longing for is that connection. And so tonight I want to take us on a trip. Even though all of us are in our homes, we're going to take a trip together on a journey of connection. So connection is actually a really fascinating human desire as I've been thinking about this. Connection is what pushes us to do really crazy and amazing things. So I'm sure all of you have a story of your own, of maybe something that you've done to connect with someone else, or maybe something you've done for someone that you've connected with. And what I wanted to do to start off with is just to test that. So I'm going to ask everyone out there to close your eyes. And you don't have to worry, because since we're all in our homes, you don't have to worry about looking silly or if your neighbor next to you is actually doing this. Close your eyes. And I want you to imagine that you're walking down the street and to meet a group of your friends. And you're wearing your favorite outfit. And it's getting kind of cold outside now. So you've got on a cozy coat. And maybe you've got some new shoes or boots. As you're walking down the street, if you're me, you double check that you remembered to bring your wallet and your phone. Okay, everything's there. So you're walking and then you're looking out over the water, which is beautiful, and you see something off in the distance. And you stop and you look a little closer and realize it's not something, but someone. And you look and see that there's a child in the water. And what do? You look around and see that you're the only person there and that you have to act quickly. What do? So open your eyes. I have no doubt that in your mind, all of you, no questions asked, jumped in that water. Clothes, coat, boots, shoes, wallet, phone, none of it it's all of little value compared to a human life. And that you would step out of that water having made a connection with that person and having made an impact on them that would last forever. And so as I've been researching and thinking about connection in detail, I actually came across a study from the University of Pennsylvania that sought to understand connection. Why do people help? When do they help? What is the psychology that's going on here? And they actually learned that people are much more willing to help a single person than even a group of people with the same resources. And they are 250% more willing. Why is that? Why don't we feel that it's better to help a group of people than just the one? And if we could go and throw a whole beach's worth of starfish back into the ocean, why is it so much more meaningful for us to just throw in the one? And the answer again brought us back to connection and knowing that you're making a difference. So our approach here at Her International, our approach to development has always been holistic. We work with communities, we work with families, we work with mothers, and we work with girls. And it all comes down to the one. So instead of telling you the difference that you're going to make tonight and the countless lives that you're going to support, not only with our work, but with the other fantastic organizations, with Win House and the Kelowna Friendship Society, I'm going to tell you a story about the one. This is a tough story for me. Okay. So when I went to Nepal, I had the opportunity to go and sit down face to face with many of our participants, with women and students, and to be able to sit and listen to their stories. And one of the women that I had the chance to meet, her name is Manmati. And so Manmati and I sat down in a little brick restaurant. It's handmade brick restaurant. We sat on hard plastic deck chairs in front of a wooden table. The morning rush had just finished, so it was just her and I and Dinesh, who you'll meet shortly after, who helped act as translator. And the whole place was quiet. And as she breathed her story, she started off in a whisper, and she shared that at the only 8 years old, she'd been sold as a kamlari, a bonded servant. And I listened as her voice slowly grew louder, as I could hear and see her retracing the steps of her life. She said that she'd stayed in that house until she was 15 years old, at which point she was married off as a child bride. And in her words, she said it was just going from one man's house to another man's house, that for her, her life was no different. But that marriage did bring her 2 daughters. And she said she was so happy and relieved the day that her 2 daughters received scholarships from her international to be able to attend school, and knowing the opportunity that would bring them. But she said that we also invited her to take part in the women's microcredit group. And she said that prospect scared her, that when the women from her village were going to the monthly microcredit group meeting, they stopped by her house to invite her to come along with them. She ran and hid in the forest. Because of her isolation and the experiences of her life, she said she was so wary of other people and what they might ask her to do or what was expected of her. But the women from the group, they followed her and went with her into the forest and sat with her in the forest until she felt comfortable to come to the women's microcredit meeting. Then at the microcredit meeting, she said she sat back and watched and listened. And as she listened, she found that their stories were her stories, that she found that they had so much in common. And she found so much healing through the act of being able to share and connect with other women there. And then the women there were able to help mentor her to build a business. Manmati got a $50 loan that she used to buy a young water buffalo. And then with that $50, she raised that water buffalo and sold it. And with the profits, she bought 3 water buffaloes. And she continued leveraging her profits until she was able to buy her own business. The restaurant that we had been sitting in was her restaurant that she had built. And the woman sitting before me was a powerhouse, not just as an entrepreneur, but also in the confidence that she had in herself and the self-reliance and the resilience. And she is now a woman who goes and she is the mentor, and she seeks out women in her community and helps them start their businesses. But I think the piece that struck me most is after Manmati had shared all of this with me, she stopped and she just audibly exhaled. And she said, "I never thought anyone would hear my story." And I want to make sure I get this right. She said, "I felt hopeless, and now I have hope. I have a future, and so do my daughters." Manmati is the one. So as you look at the pictures on our website and the videos and everything that we put out there, those are real pictures. Those are our pictures that we've taken. And the women and girls and everyone in those pictures are real people. And each one of them has a story that would break your heart over the trials that they have faced, but also that would cause you to cheer and shout with all of your might to learn of how they've triumphed over those trials. So tonight we have the opportunity to connect and help not just one woman or girl, but many, not just from one organization, but and one part of the world, but we can have a local and a global impact. So I'm asking you that while your initial instinct to dive into the water to help one person, but maybe not for a group, I'm asking you to lean into that instinct of connection to help both communities and the one. So jump in, head first, make a connection, and make a difference. Thank you. Thank you.
We love you.
We are at Sisterhood. Thank you.
Bye.
The co-EDs of Her International. So for those of you who are watching tonight who have been to Nepal, I guarantee you've heard this song. It is called Reshem Fi Riri, and it would probably be the most traditional, wonderful, fun
folk song
that you will ever hear in Nepal.
Yeah,
so can we crack that out? Right behind Unico House by a bunch of locals. Really, I think do a beautiful job.
And when we were at Maple Lake, didn't Ted?
Yeah.
He came, Ted, who's been to Nepal, came down our pathway singing this
with a flute.
When he knew that Nura was with us.
Yeah. So Krishna, Asnil, Te Badur, Amrita, Sanika, and Gayan are the performers here.
Like fired up.
Oh, totally fired up.
Fired up.
That was 2013.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, look at that.
Look at that. Cal Tire. The biggest bid is $1,900. Oh my God. Clark Carson. Clark, Madeline, I love you guys. I know you're watching, and thank you so much for supporting Her International.
I just love how you do dinner. I have a lot of things
we want to
to
come
learn
back to
from
your
you
house.
guys.
You guys do nice dinners.
You do
and
nice
serve
dinners.
nice red wine.
Yeah, you do.
Thank you very much, Clark. Thank you for that donation. So we are moving on to the fifth live auction item, which is generously supplied by Jarvis and Ken from Valley Plumbing and Heating.
Yep.
It's very cool. And well, I'm going to tell you about the helicopter flight from Jarvis and
Look
Ken.
at that.
So this is a 30-minute flight for up to 4 people around the valley. You're going to see a lot of stuff. Okanagan Bridge, Okanagan Lake, Myra Canyon, Trestles, Little White, Crawford Canyon. That's going to be pretty cool. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. There is a wine tour from Sip and Anchor, a 3.5-hour tour for up to 6 people, valid, of course, through next year. Wine season, courtesy of Danny Cooper. And you can have a boat tour or you can have a van tour, your choice.
Yeah, if you want to go visit wineries near the water, cool. Or if you want to go up to East Kelowna, $620 is a current bid by Kyle Douglas.
Invest in your future.
So, I think that's a fabulous item, and thank you very much.
You've got about 10 minutes to bid on this one.
Thank you very much, Jarvis, and thank you very much, Danny. Awesome deal. All right, so I want to tell you a quick story about Unico House. So, for those of you who don't know, Michelle Bonneau and I used to sit on buses when we were driving out to classroom builds, and we'd talk about dreams, and we'd talk about things that were important to the charity. And Michelle's dream was to build a community center. And we had this pipe dream that maybe we could actually buy a piece of land. Maybe the charity could buy a piece of land. And in 2013, we did exactly that. We were able to purchased a piece of land, and the title was put in perpetuity for the women and children of rural Gadawa, Nepal. And that was an incredible moment. And all of a sudden we had this piece of land, and then we had to raise money to build a building. And things started to happen. And then DWC, Developing World Connections, stepped on board, and they said, you know what? You build a building, we'll put a solar panel system on the roof. And the stars lined up in every way, right from Michelle's dream to me carrying that torch and to DWC carrying it to the top. And I'll tell you, unbelievable things happened when that occurred. We brought 28 people in 2013 to build this building, and it was the start of something magical. It remains today to be the lifeblood of Her International.
It's a community center.
It's where our scarf ladies work, our bead ladies work. It's where our staff works in rural Gadawa. It's where we do literacy programs. It's where we do communication programs.
Health
It's where we run,
Mothers groups.
where we build beads.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And I'll tell you, Unico House has been a dream come true for Michelle Bonneau. I know she's got goosebumps all over her body. Don't you, Michelle, right now? It's pretty incredible. So
don't be crying. No crying.
So Unico House wouldn't have been possible without people buying a brick. There's no question. And I told you a little earlier tonight, Danny Cooper said that he would match brick sales up to $1,500. So I'm not sure how many brick sales we have right now, Josie. Maybe you can check that. It's on the donation page of Trellis. If there's 5 or 6 or 7, I don't know how many brick sales are there, but Danny Cooper will match up to $1,500. So we want to sell 15 bricks minimum tonight, and Danny will match that. So please consider that. Nicholson has done unbelievable thing tonight. Thank you very much, Danny. I really appreciate it. So are you, BK, are you able to
Let's
go
just
live?
say, you know what? The golf course, course has been very busy today. The sun was out, and we are not doing the 4-hour, or what does it take to do 9? 2 hour. We're not doing the 2-hour golf tour. We're doing the 3-hour golf tour. So we totally understand that we're pushing on, and we're over time, and we appreciate you hanging in with us.
Yes, thank you. So we are trying to get a hold of the one and only Dinesh Raj Sapkota. Nura! Nura!
I can hear a voice.
I hear something going on.
It's like I can hear Santa.
There he is.
Ah, namaste.
There he is. There he is. So,
from Kathmandu.
Can the camera maybe move a little bit toward
there's
Nura?
Nura.
Nura, lean in.
Lean in.
Nura. There we go.
Lean in, Nura.
Okay, look at Linda. Linda's wearing the same color as Dinesh.
Ah, wow, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Okay, so those of you who are on the TV that may not know these two strange people from Nepal, they are the most wonderful people from Nepal.
Nura, lean in.
We have Dinesh Raj Sapkota, who is the country director for our charity. He works for Creating Possibilities Nepal. And his right-hand woman, empowered woman, is Nura Basnet. And the two of them really take care of everything we do in Nepal. They have been unbelievable stewards of what we do, and we trust them like our own brothers and sisters. And I just want to welcome Dinesh and Nura and say a few words to our crowd tonight.
Namaste. Thanks, Kevin, for your loving mood and appreciation. Yes, because like the way Michelle told, Linda, Kevin, Tamara, Kate, so there's so many people, the love, the trust and support, so that we are here. It's a 15 years journey. Yes, and then I have been Canada 5 times, and I have saw ups and downs of High International. And then thanks Linda, because she used to Dinesh, how many students need support? I can tell more scraps. Yeah, so there's so many stories, and coming Kevin in the board member. and then like so it really went so much, and then coming Kate and Tamara. So like anyway, so there's so many things to say in this short moment. We are really so excited being part of this live auction, live fundraising. I was so. Can you hear me now or no? So and having Unoko House gave us another huge milestone. Now we do so many programs in our Unoko House. Yes. So yes, I think thank everyone from uh, Montreal to Vancouver to like US, like Europe, everyone, and then stay safe. So otherwise I will cry. And then I thought, yeah, there's so many people I support because I think Canada is my second home. The way I got love, support, and affection in Canada, yes, because I know people from I think every province by now. Yeah, so Nora.
Hello, it's 9 Wine&Pie, but it's tea time in Nepal. Cheers. Yeah. Like Michelle said, even though we have so much differences in culture, in terms of like everything is different, but it's the heart connection that has been there for more than 10 years with you guys. It's so special. Like there are many charities that work in Nepal, but having like getting to work with Her International has been very close to our hearts because we feel like we are like a big family, and we are so happy to see all the live auctions that's going on, and it's so much fun to watch you two talk, Linda especially. Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much for your work. Thank you everyone who's been bidding and who's pouring in the money. So keep it coming.
Yeah,
Thank you
like
guys.
at the last.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot. I didn't think I was on right away. No, I know. At 73, I should really put soap in my mouth. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I didn't think I was on right away. Oh, okay. So here, cheers to all of you and cheers to everybody's heart. This is what makes this whole place work. Okay. And I just want to say there is someone from Afghanistan, a good friend of mine I met in Nepal. She's in Kabul right now, and she just bet on that wine prize. And she's having it, you have to send it to Montreal. She got it for me. So anyway, okay. Good job. All right.
Hi. Michelle, we can hear you and see you.
I know, isn't it the food? The one thing that I think is very different in terms of all of the many NGOs that I worked with in Nepal is that we started this, Danish and Nura joined us a year or two later, but it was really started from the ground up, and that makes a huge difference. So we have a horizontal way of doing things. Yes, I was going to try to make a joke, but I won't. Horizontal, very well out. Okay. No. Anyway, horizontally, I'm very well endowed. So
Oh my.
take care.
All the best. Yes.
Oui, là-dessus, ici, c'est tout en décalage. Là. C'est après prendre ta gorgée de vin.
Oh, I have to hang up.
Oh.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Yeah.
It's early in the morning in Unico House. What time is it?
Yeah, it's what do you 10.
So Sarita, let me ask you a question. How many years have you worked for this charity CP?
10.
10? I think it's 12. I think you're wrong. I think it's 12.
You look beautiful.
Anyway, thank you for watching our show. I hope you enjoyed watching this chaos that we're doing right now. Uh-oh.
She's frozen.
Yeah, frozen. We have
The sound is not coming
problems.
here. We're not able to listen.
That's life.
Okay.
That's life.
Okay, that's rural Ottawa, Nepal. That's like complaining if you are at 30,000 feet on an airplane and you don't have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Okay?
They don't have toilets. Okay? Let's
Nice to see you, and I love your jackets. Your jackets are
great.
beautiful.
You look great. Oh my God. Anyway, massive energy and love to you guys. I mean, I'm not looking at the camera, but I'm looking at you guys. But
Okay, we got to get moving. We got to say bye-bye. Bye-bye, Nura. Bye-bye, Denise.
Bye.
We
Bye.
are way over time. We got to go. Bye.
Or wait.
Get on with your day. So nice to see you. Okay, where are we? I am lost completely. We got to close off the... Oh, look at that. Hole number 6. One particular woman by the name of Charlene Prosser. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Look at that wonderful woman right there.
She's amazing.
That is Charlene Prosser, who grew up in a lot of places that were tough. And she had a dream. She was a resident of Caris House for 5 or 6 years. She grew up on the street. She was an alcoholic and a drug addict,
but she's such a strong, brave woman.
And her dream was to do a mission trip, and she joined us in 2018. She sold soup. She made soup to come. She sold soup in order to come on a trip to Nepal. And I'll tell you, amazing to watch her be in Nepal, thoroughly embracing what we did. So we got to shut down the helicopter and wine tour. So what's the bid at, Jose?
We're at 14.20.
And who's got that?
Michael
Michael Azadi. Way to go, Michael. Thank you very much. I'm so glad that we got your DP pass the other night. That was close. I'm so happy that...
for building.
Yeah. Thank you, Michael. This is a beautiful trip. So you're going to go on a helicopter tour, and you can choose a boat or a van tour for wine. And I just want to thank Jarvis and Danny. Jarvis from Valley Plumbing and Heating, and Danny from Sip and Anchor. Thank you very much
Yeah.
for bringing this great prize to
Amazing
us.
prize. Thank you.
And it's sold to Michael Azadi. Thank you
Okay.
very much. You're going to open up the next bid, which is a live auction item. It's the only auction item of the night that has a reserve.
Yes, it has a reserve. It's Alex Fong, who is our local, beautiful, renowned artist. And if you love art, you want to get an Alex Fong in your home. And the opening bid is $1,000. I know that's a stretch, but it's original. Alex Fong is not a print. I've got a couple prints of Alex Fong. This is an original, and so the value is $3,500. But if you love art and you love Alex Fong, this will look beautiful in your home.
It's a gorgeous image.
Offers more than 30 culturally appropriate programs that support the community, from preventing homelessness through to assisting people into housing.
Our role is to connect people to services, focusing on homelessness prevention and finding housing for people. We also connect people to income assistance, provide people with food security, any kind of mental health supports or addiction services.
We offer services from a mom who's still pregnant, up to elders, right? So I say from the cradle to the grave, right? And all in between.
Hey, so Kelowna Friendship Center in Kelowna is like fabulous. It supports so many people.
Like
and
1,300 to 1,400 people a month go through the doors.
I know. And it doesn't matter what your needs are. They accept you. There's no questions. And everybody thinks, oh, Kelowna is the First Nations. Everybody goes there who are First Nations. No, it's anybody. Anybody who needs
Anybody
anything.
who needs a sandwich, basically.
Goes there.
Anyway.
But they have beautiful programs.
A great charity, and it's near and dear to my heart. I have a bit of blood in me. I'm Métis, and my kids are Métis. And I'm very proud to stretch our support out to the Kelowna Friendship Society. Thank you very much for being there. So we are going to show you a little bit of a video from their
This is where
their
we
spot here in
stage all
Kelowna.
of our meals that we give out to families who have trouble getting out to get their supplies during these times. Twice a week, families and elders get meals, and this is some of the stuff we've staged for them. Wave for the camera. And this is where all those meals are cooked. And so that's a quick tour of some of our facility here. Thank you so much for your support.
Why? Hast, Seal, Injurious, Grease, and Food. Also, good morning. This is Edmund Nebraska, and I am from the Sault Nation, and I would like to welcome you to my territory. And I am part of the Kelowna Friendship Society, and we were incorporated in 1974, and I know the society had started up in 1972 by some really remarkable people, and they had a huge vision of what the center would be and how it would help our people who continue to come through the front doors. Our Kelowna Friendship Society offers diverse programs providing services from newborn to elders and all in between. We offer children's programs, youth programs, educational programs, training programs, housing programs, family support, advocacy for family law, poverty law. We also have a poverty lawyer and her assistant on board. We have many youth programs geared for the young ones. I'm going to give you acronyms: CAPC, AIDP, ASCD, and those are all geared towards children. We offer programs for elders. We'd like to provide a place for them to come and meet. You know, with COVID has really impacted us, and we're not able to have all of the in-house programming that we once did.
All right.
Garden of Eden. This is called Garden of Eden.
Okay. Thank you very much to the Kelowna Friendship Society. We are showing you the Alex Fong original, which currently has one bid of $1,000 from Richard Vischer. Thank you very much, Richard. And going sold. Thank you very much, Richard. This is a beautiful print.
Original.
You can pick it up at my house whenever you're ready.
Or
it's good.
We'll deliver. Or we'll
and
deliver.
Thank you to Colleen.
Or we'll deliver.
Thank you to Sajad from Weave. All right, so we have another live auction item, which is really cool. I want you to check out this bid. So we have item number 7 is a Sparkling Hill Romance package, and this is quite cool. So what we have is a $500 GC from Sparkling Hill, courtesy of Brad Borley from Hub International.
Yep.
And we have a pairing of ex nihilo wines and a starter kit of charcuterie and some goodies with serving glasses, etc. from Peter at Norelco Cabinets. Way to go, Peter. And we also have this unbelievably beautiful Coach Dreamer purse from
$350 US purse.
Yeah, it's from CanScribe Career College.
Okay, put it on my lap. Just
And
bring it.
This is the Peter Raja gift basket.
The Peter Raja gift basket.
There's the Francine. Okay, open up the Francine Walker.
Put that on. Put that on. I'm just gonna wave.
Okay,
back and
so
forth.
this is a very, very beautiful item.
Alexander Burden just topped her bid.
Those of you who know Francine Walker knows that she is an unbelievable artisan. Josie is going to model that right now. Oh,
wow.
Renee is liking this item.
I'm
and
telling
I don't
you,
blame
this
Okay,
has some
Josie,
girth to it.
Josie is about to
Put your hair back. Put your hair back so they can see it.
Get in
Put
front
your
of the
hair back.
camera here, Jose.
Like, seriously, put your hair back off your shoulders so people can see it.
Okay, so
Get in.
that is the beautiful Francine Walker necklace.
Alexander just came in at the top bid.
Oh, Alexandra.
Alexander.
Alexander. Oh, that's Chloe's old landlord, Alexander. Way to go, Alexander. Keep going, Alexander.
This cauldron is heavy.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a beautiful
It's full
gift,
of
and
beautiful-
I just want to thank Brad Borley from from Hub International, and Peter from Norelco, and Colleen from CanScribe, and Francine Walker, who really put together an amazing gift.
Invest in your future.
So this item is gonna go in 30 seconds. 20 seconds.
Oh, Alexander Burden came in there.
Oh, hey, Alexander.
Thanks, Joe.
Wow, look at that. That's awesome.
All right.
$1,447. This is a beautiful gift, and I think that we got to call it. Just want to provide a bid right now. Now's your chance. We got oh my God, look at that. It just went up. This Coach purse.
This is literally
a beautiful gift.
Legit Coach purse. I don't know anything about Coach.
$1,547.
I
It's a
just
beautiful
buy
purse.
Joe, Kirkland, and George. Okay.
Okay, so and we're gonna go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Boom.
1. Alexander Braben.
Boom.
You got it.
Boom.
Well done. Thank you very much. Awesome. That's a beautiful gift, and thank you, Norelco. Thank you, CanScribe. Colleen, you're amazing, and thank you, Francine Walker. Always amazing. Thank you. All right, so I got to tell a story.
Not a big one.
No, not a big one.
Let's just
not
admit
that
it.
photo.
We are totally over time.
Yep, we're over. I'm going to...
so if you're still hanging in with us,
okay,
we appreciate you.
we apologize that we're a little over time.
But we do have some big...
We have one more prize.
We have a big prize. No, don't tell me stop. I'm just
One
saying,
more prize.
Hang in, because we got a big
Okay.
other auction
Okay,
item.
let's just calm it down. I want to tell a story.
Okay.
It's a short story, but this is a moment that's very important to me, and it's very important to the Unico mentality, in my view. This picture was taken in 2014 in a grass shack that was a home of a woman who was part of a mother's group program. And I was there witnessing a meeting of mothers, and I happened to notice 2 little kids standing in the doorway watching what went on. And they were watching the activities associated with a mother's group meeting. And these 2 little kids, who I did not know, I'd not seen before, were standing in the doorway. And Dinesh, who was standing beside me, I said to Dinesh, hey, who are these young kids? And Dinesh told me that he did not know them, but he would ask. So he inquired in Nepalese as to who these kids were. And the young boy on the right, his name is Jaypal. And the young girl on the left, her name, wait a minute, she didn't have a name. And I found that very perplexing. She was 2 years old and she didn't have a name. And we chit-chatted for a few minutes, and I learned a little bit more about her situation. And I found out that her father was an extreme alcoholic who had not been around a lot. He would show up every few days. And his mother this kid's mother had not been seen in 7 or 8 months. So, of course, it was a desperate situation. Fortunately, she had an aunt that lived nearby, which could provide a little bit of sustenance. So, BK, if I can ask you to go to the next slide. This little girl was 2 years old, and she didn't have a name. And I found that troubling, and I actually asked Dinesh to ask the family whether or not I could name this girl. And with a bunch of back and forth Nepalese language, of course I couldn't understand what they were saying. 10 minutes later, they came back to me and told me that they are willing to let me name this girl. And at that point in time, I said I would love to name this girl Unico. And the word Unico in Nepal means for her. It's literally translated for her. And for me, it became the essence of what we did as a charity. This little girl was the image of what I believed in Nepal and why we do what we do all these years. And I was blown away by this fact that this girl had a father that was absolutely non-existent and a mother that hadn't been seen in 7 months. So I learned where they lived. This was their house. They had one wall and a roof and no bed, no blankets, hardly. They lived in sheer poverty. And it was very profound to see that situation. And over the next 3 or 4 days, I spent lots of time with these kids. I would sneak away from the construction site, which we were working on, and I would go back and visit them. So little baby Unico, newly named Unico, was with her brother Jaypal, who was with her by her side every moment of every day, took good care of her. Little did I know, they had a sister. And I didn't know their sister was in school at the time. There was a middle daughter who was named Susma. And she came home from school, and there they were. Now it's a family of 3. And so for the next couple days, I would each day go to their house and learn about them and hang out, trying to understand what was happening in their life and really understand the issues that they were going through. Their mother hadn't been seen in months, and their father was a drunk. Very difficult situation. So the last day, when I was about to leave Ottawa, Nepal, in 2014, their father showed up. He was drunk in this photo. He picked up his daughter, who we had recently named Unico, and he had tried to have a conversation with me. And I gave him a hard time. I definitely was hard on him. And I told him that he needed to improve. What he did from there was quite surprising. He asked me to stop. He said, "Stop, don't leave, don't leave." And he put down baby Unico, and he walked away, and he was gone for 10 minutes. 10 minutes later, he came back with this photo. And all he could say in English was Kathmandu, Kathmandu. This is a picture of his eldest daughter, who is named Susmita, and his wife, who hadn't been seen in 7 months. So there's actually 4 kids. I thought there was 2, then I thought there was 3. Now I find out there's 4. And all he said to me was Kathmandu, Kathmandu. And he actually wrote down a phone number that he had in Kathmandu. And Nura Basnet, who you saw from earlier tonight, and I, when I arrived back in Kathmandu, found her at her orphanage. And it's called Papa's House in Kathmandu. If you can advance to the next slide. This is Papa on the right. Ironically, a builder who retired from building and started to run an orphanage in Kathmandu, which I was profoundly affected by. But that was an amazing day to put the whole family together. And since that time, I have been blessed to have these 3 kids in my life. I say 3 because something very sad happened. In 2015, baby Unico had a fever. She did not feel well. And Sarita on the right and Deepa on the left came by her house, and they witnessed what was going on, and they realized that this was a dire situation and they needed to get her to medical care. So this is Deepa on the phone trying to secure an ambulance to take her to a hospital, which was a 3-hour drive. And sadly, the very next day, baby Unico passed away in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. It was a profoundly difficult day for everybody who is part of this charity. Unico and the building we built called Unico, and this baby who is called baby Unico, was the essence of what we did as a charity. And we're wondering, why in the hell are we doing what we're doing? But then the reality hit that maybe we can make a difference. So we started the Unico Memorial Medical Scholarship Fund. And today that fund is thriving. And we continue to raise funds for this fund. We provide education for young girls to go into nursing. And hopefully those girls will end up back in their communities. Hopefully they will make a difference in their communities, and they will ensure that this sort of tragedy doesn't happen again. I'm proud to say that I still maintain regular contact with baby Unico's 3 siblings. And I feel like they're my kids from the other mother. Sounds terrible. But I'll tell you, they're amazing people, and I'm so proud to have been a part of their lives. The Memorial Scholarship Fund, if you ever want to donate to something special, please consider that. Thank you very much on behalf of baby Unico. Thank you everyone who contributed to this amazing fundraiser, this amazing day. Our tribute to Unico Chaudhary, Her young life ended far too soon, and all of you are making a difference to ensure this doesn't happen again. Thank you very much for all you've done to support the Unico Memorial Scholarship Fund. Namaste. The Chaudhary family appreciates all you've done.
Hey, Leah West is going to play one of my favorite songs, Blackbird. Oh my gosh, you're going to love it.
Hi everybody, if you're just turning in now, my name is Leah West. I'm a singer-songwriter. And as you notice, if you have been watching the whole show, you'll notice I'm changing my outfits each time, and I figure why not? I'm at home and it's always fun to play dress up. So this next song is Blackbird, and I wanted to do my own version of this song because it's been covered so many times, but at the same time it's such a beautiful song. So I wanted to kind of make it my own a little bit. So I was working with my some of my musician friends, and I think we came up with something quite unique and different. I do have a version on YouTube, but I wanted to perform it for you live tonight. So my friend Brigitte did the keyboards for this, and my friend Tom Stinson did the guitar for this song. Anyway, I hope you like it. This is Blackbird. Let me get this started. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings, learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. And I think there's a powerful message for all of us in that song, and it's about claiming your moment, rising up above, and the messages that Kevin and Linda Edgecombe have been using to promote this event, it's about empowerment. It's about empowering others and doing what you can. If you're in a position where you can help others, do something. If you have a little bit of extra time, a little bit of extra money, a little bit of extra effort, a special skill that you have, it feels so good to give back and to be able to do what you can. For me tonight, I'm just singing a little bit and doing what I can to entertain everybody tonight. And I just want to thank you again so much for having me be a part of this. I think I'm going to do one more song for you. And I just want to thank you again. And anything you can do, participate in the silent auction, donate to, either one or all the charities involved this evening. Again, you're doing a lot of good just by being here tonight. So thank you again for having me, and we'll enjoy the rest of the event. Okay,
bye. All right, so we're gonna bring up our last and final live auction item, but before we do that, I just got to tell you, Leah West, you did an amazing job of that song.
Amazing.
That was a little tribute to little baby Unico in my mind. So thank you very much. Our final auction item of the evening is a beautiful, beautiful gift. Steph Martin from Aardvark Paving Markings, and he's an amazing guy who always comes around and does something special. And he did not let us down today. He partnered with the Sutton Hotel Group at Revelstoke Mountain Resort to provide us a 3-night in a premium suite with 4 lift passes for 2 days. 2 days, 4 lift passes. This is an incredible gift. It's a $3,500 value. I'll tell you, thank you very much, Steph Martin. You're a good man. You're very generous, and we thank you, and we thank Sutton Hotel Group for doing what they're doing. It's
Sunday to Thursday.
There are some limitations with this. There's some blackout dates, Sunday through Thursday for sure.
Take a couple of vacay days because no one's going anywhere this summer, this winter.
Greg Asling, you might have to take Sunday through Thursday off if you happen to bid on this.
A 4-day vacay.
I know that's hard for you. You're blood orange, but whatever, you can pull it off.
Deb, get your credit card out.
But the reality is that this is an incredible thing. Look at that. Debbie Asling. She apparently thinks Greg should take the days off.
Deb, you're turning me on right now.
$2,800. Anyway, an amazing event. Oh, Mike Izzati just outbid her by $100.
Okay, Mike Izzati.
Okay, so the blackout dates are December 26th to January what, Jose?
December 22nd to January 6th and February 1st to February 28th.
Okay, so all of February is blacked out. It's a Sunday through Thursday.
Not sure why February's blacked out.
We're at $3,000. Carolyn Walsh. Wow, you came out of nowhere.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Okay.
Former board member Carolyn Walsh, thank you very much for that beautiful
so the rest of us schlogs are just going to have to go to Revelstoke by
Carolyn,
ourselves.
do you need another couple to stay with you?
It's a beautiful room.
Oh, Candice Raja.
Holy shitballs.
Holy cow, Candice Raja.
We call her
Hey Pete,
Canvas
are you able to take a day off work? I think you are.
Yeah.
This is awesome. So, you know what? This is a beautiful gift, and it's incredible. Like, wow.
Like, seriously,
Stefan, I don't think is online right now.
I was talking to the ladies this morning. They're going, hey, maybe the 4 of us ladies go skiing and the 4 dudes go sledding in Revelstoke, which is like epic.
Okay,
right,
so
Lyndon? Epic.
Is Candice part of that?
And so that's part of our mentality.
Hey, well, Pete bought a new sled this year.
What's the worth
maybe
of 4 broads skiing and
so we got to shut this thing down
sledding.
in 1 minute. I think we're shutting this down.
She just outbid herself.
Oh, Candice, that was a bad move on your part.
Okay,
you just outbid
saying,
yourself
that's
by $100.
That's like a roll
Candice,
in the dice.
have you been drinking? Whoa! Carolyn!
Carolyn!
Wow, holy man!
Holy shitballs!
I'm blown away. Carolyn, you are coming out of nowhere. Like I said earlier, do you need a couple to stay with you, Carolyn? I'm just asking, just in case. Because I'm kind of thinking that
Send
Candace
us what do
might-
they call it? A PM?
maybe.
A personal message? Send us a PM if you need a...
Okay, we got to shut this thing down because we're going way over time, as you all know.
We are
beyond overtime.
literally an hour over
Okay,
time.
so
Sorry.
we are shutting this thing down in 10 seconds. Oh my God, Candice Raja just upped it by $100. We're $3,400. We're going in 4 seconds. We're going in 3 long seconds. We're going in
Shut down.
2 seconds.
Shut down.
Sold to Candice Raja. Congratulations, Candice. Way to go.
Hey,
All right.
sister. Hey, soul sister.
All right.
All right.
So let's be serious here right now. I'm sorry that we've gone as long as we have. Some of you probably dropped off the call. If you haven't, thank you for hanging in there with us.
I'm not even sure this
I
is-
want to be really, really sincere when I say that there's been companies and people who have done amazing things tonight. Businesses that go above and beyond. And if you're considering buying anything in this town, please consider buying from the businesses that I list here right now.
Who are like, literally socially so conscious.
Like unbelievable. Relvas Catering, thank you very much. Ricardo's, Everest Restaurant, Gumtree Catering in Edmonton, the Sawmill Restaurant, thank you very much. Traveling Dishes and the View Winery. Jen, thank you for all you've done. I think that you guys are exceeding everything that we can imagine. Signcraft, what you guys have done as silver sponsors, on and on again, thank you so much. WTA Financial, Todd. You know, normally you buy a lot of things on the live auction. You were kind of tight tonight, but that's okay. We'll get over that. But you're always generous. Thank you very much. Ewan from House of Flores, thank you. Okanagan Vacation Rentals, thank you, Mark Walker. You're always there. Italian restaurant, Gamberti's. Amazing to have a company from another country.
Yeah.
Who is probably reading from her election right now.
Oh, she just went through fires. Literally.
And elections.
Treva is amazing.
And to the third generation drywaller, Dallas Tauber, thank you very much. To the gold sponsors, Norelco, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Peter, Candice, and Lee Mullins. Thank you for all you do. Littco Drywall, Ty, thank you very much. You're always there. You do what you do. Valley Plumbing and Heating, always here as a gold sponsor. Incredible in dedication. And Danny Cooper from Nicholson Exteriors, thank you. Mark Sobchuk, the tongue dipper himself, thank you. Brandon from Distinct Framing, amazing, thank you. Again, 3rd year in a row you've done what you've done. And again, one more thank you and shout out to our guest speakers, Michelle Bonneau, Kate Tamara, Dinesh Nura, and Hugh Culver, who is coming up right now. Hugh, are you there? Littco Drywall, Ty, thank you very much. You're always there. You do what you do. Valley Plumbing and Heating, always here as gold sponsor. Incredible in dedication. And Danny,
There he is.
Nicholas.
I like your shirt, but
Am I on live stream? Cheers. You're doing great, though. It's successful. Mhm.
Okay. Right.
Give Me a Break, The Art of Making Time Work for You. His blog at his website, hughculver.com, reaches over, catch this, 500,000 people a year. Most importantly, after starting his own charitable foundation in memory of his brother Dan, which he has talks about lots when he speaks, who summited it, like literally summited Everest and K2, Hugh was looking for a new direction for his energy and charitable giving, and that's when I introduced him to Her International. Well, I was blabbing at him a lot of time. He's been to Nepal a few times with his beautiful family and himself, and he went Her International. He went in with his 15-year-old daughter in 2013, and again in 2018 with both of his beautiful daughters. And you guys had what was amazing.
Agreed.
Okay.
Ready to
Give us
rock?
your wisdom, Hugh.
All right, thanks, Linda. So, first of all, thank you, Linda and Kevin. I've been watching and admiring everything tonight, and I'm again blown away by the energy that you bring to this amazing charity. And so I thought tonight, as sort of like the keynote at the very, very end, when everybody really wants to go to bed, I would talk about something a little bit different. When people talk about charities and reaching goals, they usually talk about vision and aspirations. And actually, what I want to talk about tonight is something that most people don't want to talk about, which is how uncomfortable it can be to actually chase after your dreams. When I was growing up as a young kid, I had a really lucky break, and that was my oldest brother, Dan, who Linda just talked about. And for over 2 decades, Dan and I did adventures together. So we went and we guided together. We built the largest adventure travel company in Western Canada, which we sold. We ran wild rivers together, climbed mountains together. And Dan really taught me about enthusiasm. He taught me about how to rally together people who have a common cause. But he also taught me why it's good to get uncomfortable, like why this is an important part of reaching your dreams. And when we went on adventures, it was an uncomfortable experience to go on an adventure, but we understood that there was a reason why we would go and do that. And when Dan passed away on the slopes of K2, after becoming the first Canadian to have summited both Everest and K2, myself and a group of family and friends decided to celebrate his life by starting our own charity, our own foundation. And as you've been watching tonight, all these wonderful people talk about Her International and what used to be IWIN, and Michelle and Danish and Nura. You have to understand that there's a lot of work behind what you see them celebrating tonight. And I got to experience that firsthand, being in charge of a small foundation, trying to celebrate someone who wasn't there anymore, and running a youth program and raising money and all the things that go behind it. I love what Anne Lamott says about this. So Anne Lamott is a best-selling author, but she's also someone that's overcome addiction. She's a single mom. She's tried to put bread on the table by selling books. And she says that getting uncomfortable is like weightlifting for life. I love that. It's like weightlifting for life. When you get uncomfortable, you learn about how to celebrate being comfortable. So I've always taken my kids on adventure. And when I had the chance in 2013 to go with Kevin and this wonderful team of volunteers to Nepal with my 15-year-old daughter, even though we'd been on lots of adventures as a family, it was an uncomfortable thing for me because here I was taking this young girl to a country I'd never experienced before to go and volunteer and to do hard work. But it was the perfect thing for us. It was like a graduation experience for her and for me as a dad. And, you know, if you've never gone with her internationally, you've never gone on any of these adventures, especially if you haven't gone with Kevin, like it is life-changing because you're going to get a chance to see a third world country in a completely different way. And just to give you a chance to understand like what this can do for someone, so that young girl, Claire, who Nura surprised with her 16th birthday in Nepal, and who's turning 23 next Friday on the 13th. In the last 3 years, she has cycled the circumference of Taiwan, ridden a motorcycle across Vietnam, climbed Kilimanjaro, surfed on the shores of Morocco. I mean, this is just in the last 3 years. And it all started from that one trip. Like that young girl can teach us about getting uncomfortable. She seeks it out. And what I notice and what I cherish about her so much is that that's what makes her this amazing young woman. And it started from that one experience. And so I've noticed that in my life, all the things that I truly value and all the things I'm actually most proud of have come through that kind of experience where you've gotten a little uncomfortable. But as humans, you know, we gravitate towards comfort. I mean, we are all comfortable. If you're on this call tonight, you're comfortable. You have the ability to have Wi-Fi. You have the ability to have food and drink and a computer and all these wonderful things. But it's when we get uncomfortable is when we actually start to experience life. You know, the late Wayne Dyer talked about dying with the music still inside of us. And I think the way that we get that music out is we take some risks, even if we don't know what's possible. So in 2018, I wanted to go back to Nepal. I wanted to have that experience again, but this time I wanted to take both my girls and their mother to Nepal. And as it turned out, it was a life-changing experience all over again, but for a different reason. My mother had passed away the year before at the age of 98, and we got to celebrate her. Thanks to Kevin and Linda, we got to celebrate her as we were building this building and working on schools together. And again, it wasn't easy, but it was beautiful. And again, it was something that we will be talking about as a family for the rest of our lives. Even though when we left to fly there, we didn't really know what we were going to be experiencing. Blake Makowski, who is the founder of Tom's Shoes, who is a real inspiration to so many charities around the world. He's the first one to come up with this one-for-one type idea. He says that someday is a disease you will take to your grave with you. He says if there is something that you want, something that you desire, something that should happen, just start it. But figure out how to do it later. You know, change course later, but just get started. And if you've never gone on one of these experiences, if you've never been involved with this charity before, I really encourage you to find a way to get your hands dirty with this charity, because of all the charitable work that I have done, I have found that there's a certain spirit about Her International that I think still comes from Michelle Bonneau and has now been carried forward through, you know, I mean, all of the people that are involved with this charity. And what's really exciting about it is they're still changing course as they go. And I think that's part of the beauty of it, is they're still trying to figure it out, but they didn't wait to figure it all out before they got started. They just decided to get started, and then they're figuring out as they go. And I think that's part of what's so attractive about this charity, is that that's kind of the way we should all be leading our lives. I think all of us know that innately we're all adventurers. You know, we're Canadians. That's what we do. And you know, when you're hanging out in Kathmandu and going to Tamale Square and eating off the street and meeting locals, like that's what we're designed to do. That's what's exciting about life, is not really knowing exactly what's going to happen, but knowing that you're probably somewhere along the way going to find your course. And so I really encourage you, find a way to get involved. Tonight was a great way to get involved, but there's going to be so many more opportunities with this charity. It's doing great things in its own small way. And I think that's a perfect Canadian experience for all of us to express, but also to support. Doing great things in a small way, but doing it with a lot of love and a lot of energy that's been brought together through that charity. I love the line of Mae West, the famous line of Mae West. She says, we only get to live life once, but if we do it right, once is enough. And I think that going to Nepal with these guys in 2013, returning again in 2018, and then some way in the future going back again, it's just this amazing experience that is way beyond building a school and way beyond a group of volunteers. And it's something that can and should stay with you every day as you go through the everyday life that we all have to live. And so I really celebrate tonight, Kevin, Linda, and everybody else involved with Her International. I celebrate everybody that's on this call tonight and really encourage you to get a little uncomfortable, to reach out and do something that celebrates life, but also is maybe not perfectly destined. It's not perfectly charted out, but that's okay. Because I think that's the way that we're supposed to be doing things. So thank you. Thanks for this opportunity as well. And cheers to you guys.
Cheers. Can we go live?
Wow.
Hey, oh my God. Hey, Hugh. We climbed Island Peak together. We climbed a 2-story building. We poured 36 meters of concrete.
Wow.
Together.
I'm not even
and
the screen. I'm saying wow.
I am blown away by your presentation tonight, and I just, it's so succinct and so unbelievably powerful what you said tonight. What your story of Claire, I'll never forget running from Lamahi to Ottawa on your daughter's 16th birthday with your daughter, and we were probably on kilometer 10, and I said to your daughter, so you're celebrating your 16th birthday today. Is this how you expected to spend your 16th birthday? And she said, there's no place on earth I'd rather be than where I am right now.
Yeah.
And that moment has stuck out in my mind forever. I'll never forget, Claire, that trip. And climbing Island Peak with you and Ron Quilter was probably one of my proudest moments of my life.
It is his proudest moment.
And I am so happy that you wrapped this evening up. Yeah. What you said tonight was so succinct, so powerful, and so real. And man, I'm proud to call you my friend. I'm blown away by what you just told us. I can't
You're
even.
a rock star, my friend.
I can't even tell you. And I'll see you next week.
Yes. Cheers. Thanks, buddy.
That was.
Thank you.
Oh my God, I don't know how to say it. Fan-fucking-tastic.
Okay, we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you, Hugh. Anybody who's stuck on with us all night long, I got to just say a couple things. I hope that some of you are still here, and the person that I want to thank first and foremost, she needs to come around over here, right here. BK, can you come here, please? I will tell you that pulling off a golf tournament is one thing. Pulling off what you pulled off tonight
we did it. It was a team.
Is unbelievable. Yvonne, come on over here. The video story was incredible in my view, and Yvonne was the guy who pulled all that off. And I'm telling you, this is no small task. What's going on here is incredible, and I just want to tell you that I am so impressed with both of you for what you've pulled off.
Thank you.
Like, seriously cool. And Laura and Elsie. Ilse, I'm sorry. And Erica, the team behind BKV Consulting. Thank you very much for all you've done. This is the first of its kind. This doesn't happen. We're doing a live stream, silent auction, live auction, all this stuff. This is not normal. And I'll tell you, this BK has pulled off a miracle, and I hope you guys all enjoyed the evening. I thank you for your donations and your kind support. I thank you for your generosity. And most of all, I thank all the people that love Nepal, love the charities that we support, including the Kelowna Friendship Society and Win Edmonton. Thank you very much, and namaste.
Namaste.
Have a great night. Oh, and, oh, wait a minute.
I got to end the live stream. Just sit tight. I got to go to the computer and end it.
Hang on. Hold that pose. We got to talk about money. We raised a shitload of money tonight. I think we might have surpassed our goal. We had a $30,000 goal, and I think we have hit $35,601.39. Woo!
Yeah, buddy!
Way to go! $35,000. I love it. So, congratulations, everyone in the room. And
Go Oilers!
wow. Thank you. Good night.